What's up, everybody? Welcome to I keep saying that shit wrong, but welcome to Planet Xbox, episode 69, man. I feel like it took us forever to get there. First podcast of 2019. We got a full staff in the house. I am your host, the best bot, Kid Smooth, and I'm gonna let, matter of fact, no, I won't do this. Let me introduce some new faces. So, I told you guys we'll be adding a few faces. And then we're gonna be having guests on here and there. But I do want to give a shout out to my our new permanent member, depending on how he acts for the year. Meds, how are you? Welcome to Planet Xbox.
Hey man, I'm good, man. I'm super happy to be here. Shout out to everybody watching. Happy New Year. I'm super, again, excited to be here. I'm a brand new Xbox One X owner. It's a great system. And yeah, let's get into this.
You got to go.
Thank you for bringing me on.
The initiation process because you haven't tested positive for bot. So we got to initiate you. So what we're going to do is we're going to meet at the New Jersey City Best Buy, right? And we're going to wait.
I work across the street from there.
Awesome. So this should be easy. We're going to wait outside the parking lot and see what everybody walks out with, see what they buy. And if you see anybody that walk out with a PlayStation or a Switch and it's not an Xbox, you need to question them. And
I'm not doing that.
If you want to be a permanent member of this podcast, that's exactly what you got to do.
Listen, I have a great guy for you. His name is Tim. His name is Tim. He's great at stalking people from parking lots. You're gonna love him.
Tim is my dog, so there'll be no Tim Slender here. Slander. There will be no Tim Slender. But I'm saying,
he's your guy.
The change
initiation,
man,
bro. Initiation.
Hey man, listen. I let my achievements speak for themselves. Copy.
How many achievements did you earn?
Listen. In the speaking. Okay. We want to talk about achievements. In December, in my friends list, who came in third place? Me. Who came like in ninth? You, sir. Okay.
Am I ahead of Smooth right now?
I had 10 days worth of Xbox playing, and I beat you in achievements this month.
You know what it is?
What happened, son?
What it is? No one has more hours in NBA Live than Kid Smooth right now.
No, it's his fault for playing live all day.
I was in the top 11%.
Hey, look, bro.
It's okay.
All I know is I came third and you came ninth, homie.
That matters, right? I broke 100,000 gamer score this year. I did it before Addict. We had a bet going on. I did that. That was an accomplishment. I'm 170. I'm 118 and 60 in NBA Live. So I can't be beat. I poured unnecessary.
Oh! You're talking about the guy who never played the game before? That was me. That was me.
I kept you in the game so you can continue playing again. So
stop it, sir. Stop it.
I want you to stay on.
After the show, let's play again.
Absolutely.
After the show, let's play again. We'll stream it, and I'm gonna whip your ass in front of the whole thousands of people. All right?
Absolutely. Is my mic still too low? Because it's showing.
Nah, you sound good to me.
They said on a podcast the feedback my shit's too low, but I keep seeing red.
Listen on YouTube, fellas.
It's loud on my end, but and also.
Nah, you sound good.
Joining us today, dude, I'm gonna say your name because I'm reading it off Discord. It's like
Alex PSX, just to go by that.
Alex PSX.
Loyal listener, great guy.
PSX. Yes, I didn't realize. I was putting all that. I was like, damn, I'm getting hit up by Alex on Twitter and Alex on Discord. Like, what the hell's going on? I was like, I gotta make sure I invite the right one, but I'm assuming it was you all along.
Yeah. This different kind of name.
Alex PSX, tell us about yourself, dude. I haven't really gotten to sit down and got to chat with you. I know we shared some chats back and forth during the Discord, but tell us who you are, what you up to. And
my name's Alex. Yeah, my name's Alex. I'm a gamer. I have a whole family full of lineage to gaming, so I find that pretty awesome. And I'm just a person that likes to play video games on everything.
How'd you find Planet Xbox?
I found it through watching it, I guess, Weapon Wheel, because then you said you were doing your own thing, and then I started watching it through episode 1 until now.
Wow, shit,
I guess
dude,
I would say.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Well, I appreciate it. Welcome to the show. And of course, we have the usual veterans who can introduce themselves. So.
Hey, bro, Merc 305. We're back for another episode 69. We're back. I'm glad to report that I finished in the top 1% of gaming time on Xbox in the community. You could get that. And yeah, let's move on.
Hey, what's up, man? This is Grinds My Gears, Jez7780. I'm back for another year.
Yeah.
Top 11%. Sorry. Not 1%.
Hey, top 1%, bro. Top 1%.
I'm at 94,000 gamers.
Shout out to the 1%ers. Shout out to the 1%ers.
I know, yeah, the 1%ers. Yeah, that's a good congratulations.
Right.
I'm back, and I got my Thanos mug.
Hey, I just want to know if that mug's making an appearance at Grind Gears. I just want to know.
Yes, I'll have to do it. I'm just snap my finger.
Hey, Happy New Year's, everybody.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year,
everybody.
Man.
of course.
And Gaming Addict.
Oh, I can talk now? Really? Uh-oh. What's up, you guys? This is Gaming Addict here. Kids put a lock on me. I couldn't talk for a certain amount of time because I don't know why. But let's get it started.
Yeah, so man, a lot coming on. Yo, you know what's crazy? So I woke up. I don't know if it wasn't today. It was yesterday. To a lot of positive talk of Super Lucky's Tales. Who would have thought? I'm like, whoa! You know, once upon a time, I was made fun of for highly anticipating a little game by Playful called Super Lucky's Tale. And this game was the butt of all jokes. It was made fun of for being an Xbox One X launch title. It was made fun of because it wasn't Conquer. It was made fun of because of its 64 Metascore. It was made fun of for its Metascore. And a difference a year or some change makes. A LinkedIn rumor has this game going to the Nintendo Switch, and everyone seems to be, you know, happy, excited about it. Even though the game's out there in the wild, it's available to try on PC and Xbox and even VR. It's there. We know how good it is, but
yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I low-key seen people frauding on Twitter over this. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I did see a couple.
There was somebody that even said, "Man, I never got to try it on Xbox, but I will try it on the Switch." Awesome,
Oh, man.
Well, that's every Nintendo Switch owner's battle cry. Oh, I didn't get to try this before, but now that it's on, that being said, sir, who do you follow on Twitter? Because I don't see any positivity.
Bro, I follow more than I should. So
okay. Well, what do you think about Lucky's Tale though? Is it good?
No, it's not. No.
No? Oh.
Yeah, I played it with Game Pass. It was.
I played it when I got my Xbox like One X, and when I tried it out, I played through a couple of stages, but it just didn't hit me the way I thought it would hit me with most platformers, and I just couldn't stick with it. Like I was able to stick with Knack, I was able to stick with Ratchet and Clank, but the Super Lucky Styles I couldn't stick with for some reason, and I just dropped it. So I didn't think it was that good, even though it is native 4K 60 frames per second on the Xbox One X. I mean that's the only bright spot there, but you know. Backed off. Everybody made
it was a launch title.
Yeah,
for
everybody
the Xbox
made fun of it. I backed off. Though I was like, no, I ain't gonna talk nothing more about those Super Lucky
launch
Cell.
title.
And now that 720p 30 frames per second version of it may come to the Switch, people there's some intrigue there. Like, man,
don't let kid lie to you though. He did buy the game.
I bought it day one.
Smooth, I'm gonna call you out. You lied.
Lied about what?
There's absolutely zero way this game's gonna run at 720 on the Switch.
Yeah, you're right.
Probably not.
That's just gonna be like 213p.
I mean, that game.
You guys know that legendary trial that have Destiny and the Elite controller in. Super Lucky Tales there.
Oh,
same file. They can add it that shit. The Switch.
Yo, so what I'm gonna do is
the world of Super Lucky Tales was alive due to the Xbox One X, according to
sometime in the
so I don't know what the worlds are gonna be on the Switch.
That's just
it was alive with the power. So
sometime in the next couple of weeks, I want to have a sit down one-on-one chat with Blandrew, a pre-recorded one, and I just want to get his just his thoughts because he was one of the ones that seemed very intrigued by this idea and like, I mean,
oh goodness.
I mean, I'm just saying, but I had to look at it this way. I looked at it with the glass half full, glass half empty, right? So I'm like, okay, well, Super Lucky Cell is a 64 rated game, you know, a made fun of game on Xbox, but people were talking very like delightful about it with it rumored coming to the Switch. And I'm like, well, if you think about it, if Sea of Thieves, State of Decay 2 find its way on the Switch, maybe people will ignore their meta scores and give the game a little bit of respect. Maybe
but
maybe
hold on,
that's it.
Smooth, because
higher Metascore
if
too.
those games find their way onto Switch, then I don't know their metascores, but they're gonna somehow be bumped up about 15.
By 15.
Oh, because it's Nintendo.
Right? Because when you show up on a Nintendo platform, you just get better scores.
Well,
right?
they'll also be bumped up $15 too.
Oh, that's a big fact. That is a big
It's gonna be
fact.
$60.
True.
Super Lucky Cell.
Not only that, but in 2024, it'll still be $60.
Oh, it will. It's
Hey.
if it comes to the Switch, it's $60.
Oh my
it's
God.
Smooth, I just want to let you know in the chat that they say you're showing off your ring real quick. Is
Oh,
that true?
shit.
You're showing it off?
Yeah.
There it is. Bling,
Smooth
bling.
is a married man. Put some respect on that man's
There
name.
it is. There it is. There it is.
I am officially married.
Hey,
I'm an,
pulling up like wedding crashes, bro.
His
Just letting you
wife
know.
made an honest man
honest
out of him,
man.
all right?
And
Congrats.
yeah, it sticks out, you know. So I did that on New Year's Eve,
see.
bro. It was like very clutch.
Wait, you're wearing it on your right
No, I'm
hand.
wearing it on my left hand. I'm right-handed. This is my.
Never
right
mind
hand, bro.
mirrors and such. Never mind.
I'm not stupid.
All right, I am, obviously.
So all right. So the thing is that
It's still a rumor, though, right?
yeah, it's a
still
LinkedIn
It
rumor
hasn't-
that everybody's running with. You know, I don't really care.
Yeah, it's only. Oh yeah, because the graphic artist or whatever.
Yeah,
said
he
was
probably
looking
made an
for the
error.
stuff for the-
He-
Now the thing is, though, is that to be honest about Lucky's Tales, it was published by Microsoft Studios, but it was made by Playful Games, so it was in the same realm as like a Remedy game, where it wasn't. It's not like a Microsoft-owned first-party studio. It was
Yeah.
one of their
Yeah.
second-party deals that they decided to
Yeah.
publish.
Mhm.
So it goes along the lines of Sunset, things like that. So it was the fact that it was exclusive. Like that's the thing. The thing was though is when Lucky's Tales came out, I think I saw some articles. I did tweet it out though. Like they thought that this was going to
a
be
for
Microsoft's
Game
mascot.
Pass, right?
They even made a mascot
Hell
for Game
no.
Pass. Like he would be coming around almost like Crash Bandicoot. And he's like, and I was like, oh shit, they really
I
spent
think-
all that money just make a Conquer outfit. I don't know why we got a Lucky
they-
Tail. That was my thing.
I get like the thing
You
is,
know?
is like I felt like Super Lucky's Tale could have had potential, but the thing is, what Super Lucky's Tale was a failed VR experience that kind of had a
Yeah, I played it on the Oculus.
that kind of got a rebirth
It was isometric.
on console or on the Xbox, and I'm like,
Yeah.
so, and that's what people don't know. And now that because people see, oh well, Microsoft published it, they're publishing games on other platforms. It's like, okay, yes, they also published Rise of the Tomb Raider, Rise Son of Rome. They published those games on their platform.
They own the
No.
IP? They own the
They do
IP
not
or no?
own the
See,
IP.
here's the thing.
That's
No,
the
they
reason
don't.
why.
Yeah,
When it comes
they're
to
not gonna-
publishing and platforms and whatnot, I need people that are listening to realize this, okay? Like, depending on what platform it's on, doesn't mean that the publisher is the same,
Yeah.
right? Like, for example, Sunset Overdrive just came out on PC, which I played and beat on stream. Go watch that. And it wasn't published by Microsoft. It was published by THQ Nordic because they bought the rights to publish it on PC.
Yeah.
Correct.
And Lucky's Tale was published on PC for VR, and it was published by Oculus. But then the Xbox version was published by Microsoft. So just because this is coming on the Switch, it's not like, oh, Microsoft is putting their games on the Switch. The game doesn't belong to Microsoft.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's the point I'm trying. That's the
But
point I'm trying to make.
they didn't do the IP of it. So like that's the thing. Like they didn't. So the thing is though is that where I would say where Microsoft is kind of failing is that it would be nice if they establish a relationship with maybe some of those IP. I'm not talking about Lucky's Tales though. I'm talking about maybe like
Other ones.
like Quantum Break and stuff like that. Establish a long-term
Right.
relationship to get sequels and maybe make it seem like it's their IP, similar to what the Gears of War, because Gears of War was not a Microsoft game. It was published by Microsoft.
Right,
It was made
right.
by Epic, and they
Mhm.
could have put it anywhere, but Microsoft took it and made their own. They said we want sequels to Gears of War. They didn't say go put Gears of War on on the PlayStation or something like that. No, they said we want 2, we want Gears 3, and they basically and then they bought the IP with the Xbox
Correct.
One. So that's where I think like Microsoft's is kind of like this one and done thing, like with Sunset Overdrive, rather than saying, hey, Insomniac, when you come here, let's do a Sunset Overdrive 2. Let's make this kind of RIP, even though they might not own it, and still they can make it exclusive to their platform. But they're not doing that. They're just taking these games, they're making them like contract deals, and then they're like, go ahead, go put it somewhere else. And maybe the devs want to do that, and Microsoft doesn't want to like kind of hold them to them. You know, it could be that new Kumbaya vision, you know, that Microsoft has. Like, you know, you own that IP, you put it where you want, and maybe that entices more developers to work with them, you know? I don't know. But that's the difference of what they've done.
They
haven't kept the I get it, but the only one I think that Microsoft has misstepped on this generation on deals like that was probably Titanfall. And even with that, EA had first rights of refusal.
You don't think that Rise of the Tomb Raider was an L?
Wasn't going to match it. No, because Rise of the Tomb Raider was never going to be exclusive.
But the problem is that Respawn was owned by EA. EA bought Respawn when they left Activision, so that's why Microsoft could have published it, right?
That's not no. They recently acquired them. They
acquired them after Titanfall 1.
After Titanfall 2. After Titanfall 2,
they acquired.
I want to say it was right before.
Well, if you remember
when EA published the game.
When Kid Smooth did that interview and he asked the community manager at that time, they were independent.
We lost
you. Addict. We can't hear you.
You said you did an interview. With who? Community manager?
We did an interview.
No, I said like.
Oh, there we go.
Kid Smooth did an interview with Abby. I think her name was Abby. And
I remember Abby. Yeah.
Asked her straight out.
Buying out.
Yeah, we lost.
Yeah, you bought out.
We lost you.
I remember Abby. She was like going around.
Yeah,
she was
Abby
a community manager for it.
She was awesome, dude. She did the voice of the female when they announced when your Titan's ready.
Okay. But just so people know, just because somebody publishes a game doesn't mean that they own the IP. That's not correct. It doesn't mean the same thing.
Well, that was correct. So that's what I see like that it goes. But again, the difference is that Microsoft could kind of keep making recurring
just
things,
like PlayStation doesn't own what's that game? No,
Persona 5.
They don't own Detroit.
They don't own Persona, and they also don't own that other game that came out, that freaking Dark Souls type game.
You know what's funny?
No, not Bloodborne. Not Bloodborne.
Oh,
no,
Bloodborne?
Not Bloodborne. The other one, the freaking. No,
Sekiro.
No, not Sekiro. That's a multiplat.
Oh,
no, not
Demon
that
Souls.
one.
Demon
The one
Souls.
that came out.
He's talking about Neo.
Yeah, Neo.
There you go.
Oh, yeah, Neo 2, yeah. See, exactly like with Neo 2.
Yeah, they don't own that either.
As exclusive, and with Tecmo, they don't own that IP. Tecmo owns it, but basically that's what they. See, Microsoft's not doing that with their games. They kind of let them explore other platforms.
It's kind of it's a safety net. Here's the thing: if you're a developer, you want that safety net because if the shit flops on Xbox, you have we have potential to make up for it if we have the freedom to put it on PC or Switch.
The best outcome.
I mean, I understand it, but everybody wants exclusives and whatnot. But I'm sorry, you're not gonna have me crying over Super Lucky's Tales on being on Nintendo Switch. I don't mind it.
That would be perfect for the Switch. Actually, it would be a good audience.
If it were to, like, for example, because everybody thinks it's Microsoft. If the thing is that I'm like the only advocate that would really want some Xbox games to go over to Switch under one freaking condition. Under one condition.
What's that?
Hey, we get Mario.
Wow, what's that?
Play it.
Xbox achievements, baby. If I could unlock an achievement on my Nintendo Switch,
isn't that a fact though? Isn't that a fact already?
Minecraft,
Minecraft, yeah.
Listen, man, but that's just the beginning. That's a Trojan horse, baby.
You can earn achievements on the phone.
Yeah, that's why I'm getting Gears Pop. When Gears Pop come out, I'm playing the shit out of that.
I beat Gears 4 on PC, and I got all those achievements.
You used to be able to earn achievements on Windows Phone, like Windows Phone
games.
You
can.
Windows
You
phone,
do.
You earn achievements.
I bought some.
You still can also.
I earned some achievement playing like some puzzle game on not puzzle.
Hexix.
No, not even Hexix. No, it was a legit like freaking puzzle. Like a puzzle, like it was a 3D puzzle on Windows.
Hey, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. So, in this Persona 5 situation, right, that it's going to the Switch, right, supposedly, or it may.
That Persona 5
has Atlas come out and said like, "Oh, this game is not going anywhere"? It's
no, they've never said that. They've never said that.
They showed a trailer to that Persona 5 R, which had a
Bro.
PlayStation logo in it. People thought that was the Switch game, but they're anticipating that the Nintendo Direct that's going to happen in the next couple of days. They think they might announce that game might be also going to the Switch, but right now it showed a PlayStation logo to it.
The thing is that it could be a fucking Vita game. You don't know that.
It could be DLC for the Persona 5.
I think Persona 5 is about to get announced for the Switch and Xbox.
And listen, it's not like Atlas is like, oh, Xbox. We're not going to put our game on Xbox because it's Xbox.
Dude, if it goes to the Switch, it's going to Xbox. That's a fact.
They're going to put their game where they think it's going to sell. That's all.
They're going to sell it.
It's going to be just like what happened with Final Fantasy X.
But it's not a sequel to Persona. It's not a Persona 6.
Yeah, 5R. Isn't it just a...
No, it's a port. It's supposedly it's a port.
Of what?
But it got announced for PlayStation, though.
They port a PlayStation 4 game to PlayStation 4? Like, what the fuck?
Well, I get that, but
yeah, exactly.
Persona 5 was originally a PlayStation 3 game.
They announced Final Fantasy X on the Direct, and it still came out for Xbox.
Yeah.
It was announced at the same time.
Yeah,
that doesn't matter. Yeah.
Yeah, because they see what I think happened is Nintendo is looking for games that can run on the Switch that would make logic sense on the Switch.
Yeah,
and I think Xbox is just going behind them, picking up the crumbs. Okay, you got this.
I think that's
what they got.
I actually believe that
Persona 5 is the PS3 game. It's not a PS4.
I actually believe that the Xbox is.
It's a PS3 game. That's originally a PS3 game.
I actually believe the Xbox is helping Switch get games and vice versa. I really think they're helping each other get.
Absolutely, I agree with that. Absolutely,
I agree.
No, I don't think Xbox is helping Switch.
I don't think Xbox lacks Japanese titles just because they're like, oh fuck Xbox. It lacks Japanese titles because I'm not gonna put the effort on putting my game on your Switch and I'm gonna sell 54 copies.
Well.
But
I think the reason that
Microsoft, what does a Japanese X look like?
I think the reason that happened is because up till now, no one cared. Like no one in the anarchy of Microsoft gave two shits that was out on the console.
The thing is
that's why you see like Phil Spencer and stuff going out there, because from last generation that relationship was damaged so much and no one cared to repair it.
Yeah.
The thing is that Microsoft tried, and nobody bought what they were selling. They tried with Eternal Sonata. It was a timed exclusive. They tried with Blue Dragon. It was a straight up exclusive. Tried with Lost Odyssey, straight up exclusive. None of these games have a sequel. And what does that tell you? It tells you that these games didn't sell enough for a sequel. It's not a matter of Microsoft not caring. Bro, they tried, and the Xbox community
Wait. Persona 5 is a high-profile game now. That would be considered a high-profile game.
Those were new IPs, so I understand it's different. Persona 5 would sell on Xbox, but you have to look at the past data to determine what's going on in the future.
There's a completely different reason that Lost Odyssey and Blue Dragon didn't get a sequel. It had nothing to do with that. The company, they said after they were making they went mobile. Story, they said that after they made the last story, that was the game they made for the Wii, that they were done with consoles.
Yeah, they were
done
entirely. They're still mobile.
But apparently they are gearing up to make a AAA title for a console.
I heard that.
Lost Odyssey trademark was.
Yeah, they did.
Mean multiple different things.
But that could just be just to keep selling it.
Too. I don't think they're making a Lost Odyssey 2.
No.
I think if anything, though, they would make a new IP or
but
a Blue Dragon 2.
They didn't just renew that, but they were renewing things related.
They did make a Blue Dragon 2.
Yeah, remaster.
Well, here's the thing. Like, Lost Odyssey 2 and Blue Dragon 2 were in development, and at that time, they were canceled.
No, Blue Dragon 2 happened. It's on the DS.
No, I'm talking about for the console. Like, Blue Dragon 2, that's not even really a sequel. It was just an add-on to a story. Like, an overhyped DLC that was put on a DS.
Alex,
right.
Did you? I want to get Alex PSX thoughts.
What?
Yeah.
I think it's that they're both like going on from one another, like seeing what will work, and the decision to, I think they're gonna remaster some of the older titles, maybe not licenses, and not just make a sequel completely. Because a lot of generations haven't played those games. They're now just getting into like the console system, like a lot of new people. So maybe they're trying to see what works or what doesn't work. We'll see. It's all waiting game from here on out. What I think.
I'll tell you this, and I don't speak for everyone. I can give a shit what they do in regards to the Japanese market. Like I said, there's only a handful of, like, if Persona 5 comes, the only thing you would hear out of me is a couple of tweets and some LOLs on some reaction videos, just because it's warranted. But I couldn't even look you straight in the face and say, "Hey, I'm looking forward to Persona 5 on Xbox." I couldn't do that.
No, hey, listen, man, listen, Smooth, and a lot of Xbox guys will share your sentiment. However, ain't nobody ever got mad at more options.
I'm not mad. Yeah.
More options is always great.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like, I know you personally wouldn't want to fuck with it, but listen, like, there's a lot of guys out there that just for the achievements will buy this game.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
The challenge that they have is that they are. It's a global. They don't have the global presence like that. They tried to
global phenomenon.
Yeah, like the PlayStation's selling across globally, and so's the Switch. The Xbox is doing well in North America, but it just goes like straight down. Like Europe, they're like they're more than halfly less than the. See, the thing is that Europe was a battleground for them at the 360, and they actually made some headway with the 360 in Europe. This generation, Europe just
because, like, I honestly think it's
and that devs see that. Devs don't see the global
perspective.
That's it.
I think the biggest mistake they made was losing FIFA when it came to Europe.
Well, yeah, they came with FIFA. Yeah.
Well, they had
because
FIFA
people in Europe.
Well, they had FIFA in the beginning,
but that still helped them sell over there.
They lost that in FIFA 16 when FIFA 16 came out. They lost
like the biggest thing they have is people over there love racing games. Like, and at least, you know, with Forza and Motorsports, like, those are really big across the pond. Like,
they use those as leverage for the 360, definitely.
And I think that's the reason. I think that's the reason that you see those games every year is because that's the only thing keeping them relevant across the pond.
Mm-hmm. And then in Japan, they would never really succeed in Japan. So
that's because
the console was monster.
Nobody is successful.
There's really a market there.
But mobile stuff.
Hype.
That's why, you know, the Switch, they're on the mobile stuff over there. So it's really going to be that kind of like flexibility with the Switch. You know, that's kind of that market where they want to go. But the thing is that it's really, it has to do with developer mindshare. And that's what I always go on, is that the mindshare, they see where everything is and where their game will do best. And the developer's job is to put their game where it will succeed. So if they don't see a market for somewhere, they're not going to invest time and money and resourcing to put it on something where it might not be successful.
It costs a lot more money than people think.
Like, unless a company like, you know, or Microsoft or the Sony will come in and you know, help them with those costs, going, well, put it on our platform. We'll take some of the money and give you some resourcing and help you develop the game on our platform first.
I don't even think it was I don't even think they gave them money. I think.
Well, I don't know. I'm just saying, like,
I think they took a smaller cut in their percentage.
Wait, what are you talking about? Who are you talking about?
Oh, you mean like what a publisher might do, like what a console manufacturer say?
Like less than 30%.
Probably took like 10%.
Wait, what game are we talking about?
Just in general, just like with developers putting games on a console,
like Nier Automata, like, you know, stuff like that. And, you know, people, you know, like Kid Smooth, he's famous for it. Oh, they shouldn't have to give them money. Fuck that. It's like, look, at the end of the day, like, they're losing so much market share because stuff like Persona's not on Xbox. Like,
but the thing is that they're not, though, because the people who are going to buy Persona, they're on the other place to get it.
Already have it.
No, there's a lot
of exception, though.
Like,
that
I do think
that are not really.
There's a lot of people that have both consoles that would pick that up on Xbox, and they're losing that sale on Xbox because they're getting on PlayStation.
Yeah, Sony's not out there.
They're not losing the sale because
Sony's not out there begging
to
be makes exclusive. Developers are coming to them and saying, "Let's put it on."
You let someone play like something like Persona 5 on PlayStation when you could have gave them the option to play it on Xbox, and you let them play a PlayStation game for like 250 plus hours, they might not come back even if it was their main console.
That's true. But here's the thing, though. Even though, like, for example, I have an Xbox One X now for 2 weeks. I love it. It's great. However, if you have an Xbox One X and you're the kind of person who's in the market for an Xbox One X, you're probably the kind of person who already owns a PC, which I was. Like, I have an Xbox as a supplementary system. I love Game Pass on it. I get to play games that I haven't bought yet, which is awesome, and I get to play them in their best version. Again, besides what's on the PC. Like, if you want to play Persona at the best settings, all you have to do is emulate it on PC. That's it. And the people that know, the people that want that, they know.
Wait, is the Persona not on PC?
No, but you can emulate.
It was on PS3.
That's why
Isn't the Xbox an emulator as well? You can play like a whole bunch of retro consoles on the Xbox.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
You can emulate anything on.
Dude, they're dropping an app. They're dropping an app that if you put the Xbox in developer mode, you'll be able to like emulate.
That's
all
all
these
Soulja
games.
Boy had to do.
PlayStation.
That's all Soulja Boy had to do.
That's all Soulja Boy had to do.
Listen, a lot of these games that I choose to pick up and play, I'm like, damn, my games library now, when I go on my Xbox, I hit manage game and I go check in store, because if you go to the store, it'll tell you if it's Xbox One X enhanced. That's and correct. If it's not, I play that shit on my PC.
You know what you can't play on your PC.
Oh yeah, you felt that.
You know what you can't play on your PC?
Dang.
You're saying NBA Live.
That Red Dead Redemption.
No, NBA Live.
What?
The superior version.
Wait, what are you gonna say? What are you gonna say?
Play NBA Live.
Yeah, but you know what I can get on my PC?
Merc got the Cowboy Love.
I can get NBA 2K on my PC.
2K is garbage.
Am I just smooth?
2K is garbage.
Smooth. I've come around. I've come around on a lot of things that I thought you.
Merc has played Madden on PC. How is it?
Listen,
I'm gonna be honest with you.
It's the best. It's the best.
No, I actually prefer to play it on console.
Because it was designed for consoles.
Dude, it runs better. It runs better on console, bro.
Bro, stop it!
I did play football.
Tried to unlock the frame rate and try to play over 60 FPS?
Both. Bro, Madden runs at 144 frames.
Why would you need Madden?
Wait, I'm sorry. The animations look good.
Why would you need Madden to?
The animations were broken a couple months ago.
To run over.
No, they're good now.
Why?
Listen, Smooth. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something that I tell everybody that's skeptical on PC. You don't think you need 1080p. Just like I told people who are skeptical on the Xbox One X, you don't think you need 4K until you fucking witness that shit, and then you try to go back and you're like, oh, this is trash.
Yeah, that is true.
Bro, I've been playing Forza 4, Horizon 4, of course, on my Xbox One X at 30 frames at 4K for a minute. And yesterday, I decided to crank it back and play it at 60 frames. Do I prefer the 60 frames? Yes, I do. However,
racing game,
did I immediately notice the lack of detail with the 1080p?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I noticed it immediately. You notice it just in the headlights of the car.
It's noticeable.
Yeah. Not the headlights, the brake lights. Bro, you noticed it. You noticed it immediately.
And the reflection off the car, like you notice it.
But hey, man,
the detail on the shadows on the
Xbox One X. I don't think Xbox is worth it as a platform if you have an Xbox One S. If you have an Xbox One X, then hell yeah, let's get it. 4K, lit.
That ass.
What else do we have to talk? We have some interesting Game Pass month, the month of January. Anybody got that list, bro?
Life is Strange 2 is coming, baby.
So aren't like, the Life is Strange like launching?
That game just came out too.
Aren't the episodes launching day and date in Game Pass?
Yeah, that's what it. I mean, if they say that they have that game, that must mean that they're dropping the episodes day and date on Xbox Game Pass, which is awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty, because that's what I've been looking.
Yeah, that means I'm feeling that means that game sold really bad.
Yeah, I think so.
Possible, but also it also means that a lot more people are going to have access to it. So
yeah, I'll do it because I didn't buy Life is Strange 2, surprisingly, even though I supported.
Yeah,
I supported Life is Strange 1. I supported Before the Storm. Life is Strange 2. I will play the crap out of it in Game Pass. Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, but you see what they're doing. I was looking at the Game Pass release. They're actually making them not only games that are coming out on their release dates, but they're actually like releasing games just kind of like on the 10th, on the 3rd, on the 7th. Like why I bet you they're doing is so you don't subscribe in the beginning of the month. Like you basically have to stick around for the month. I think it's kind of staggering it. Because they used to not do that. They used to treat it like.
I mean, that's exactly what Netflix does. That's exactly what Netflix does.
Well, Netflix does, and then they had that. But the thing is that what they used to do is almost like how Xbox Games with Gold was, where they would give it to you the first of the month, and then any games that released in that month that are going to Game Pass will come out on their day. But for this one, they're actually now in January they're starting to tier just all the games. Like Just Cause 3 is like on the 7th, or they like all the games are coming out, and they said they're not done announcing the games, which means the 6 that they announced today, there's more coming, which is another reason why these are the hooks that keep you subscribed. They're gonna trickle out the games so you don't know everything for the month, so you stay subscribed and want to subscribe for the next month. These are the little.
You know it's gonna be another.
Listen, man.
February
next month. Listen,
Well,
Jez. I don't know, and I understand what you're trying to say, and I get it, but I don't see that as a negative. Why is this a negative?
That's just how Jez sounds.
That they're doing it for the hooks. That's just how it sounds. I guess it's not a negative, man. I'm just saying that they're changing it from what they did, because I bet you people were doing that thing. So now they're trying to keep people subscribers. So they're kind of like teasing a 1 month. Like they did it actually starting November.
No, yeah,
December.
that's the whole point, bro. Of course they're gonna. Bro, listen.
Well, they're just changing it. That's just an observation. It's not negative. It's an observation.
But you're right, and that's Game Pass going forward. Listen, man, if there's any hot episodic game coming out going forward, mind you, I believe that this game that's right here, that's coming out, that we're talking about right now, I think that's the last episodic game, because episodic was a trend, which died with Telltale. Okay.
Yeah.
So this Life is Strange shit.
I don't think.
I'm positive it's dead in this game.
I still believe there's a place for episodic. I think the reason why it quote unquote died with Telltale is because it's very expensive to do. Since they're licensing out.
You're right, Smooth. You know what I mean? But the thing is that you need to have deep pockets to do something like this. This was started by Telltale, which was independent, and bro, no independent dev is doing this anymore, man. Because mind you, Hitman 1. Not Hitman 1, obviously, but the remake of Hitman.
That episodic thing.
That's what sunk the company. That's what makes Square Enix say, fuck you, go along, move along. If you want
you know who else did?
Pretty much.
Mind you, Hitman 2 is not episodic.
Who else released it?
No, it's not, but it's already got that stench on it.
You know who else? You want to know who else released like an episodic game and gave up after the first 2 episodes? A crowd of monsters. They've released Blues and Bullets. They dropped 2 episodes and haven't touched the game in 4 years. It was supposed to be an episodic game that had 5 episodes. They dropped 2 episodes. It was interesting because it was about what's that detective? Blues and Bullets. It was about this freaking detective. What the hell's his name, dude? He took down Al Capone and what's that freaking detective name? I gotta find that game, but I was on that game.
I think this is a test, though. I think that this is an experiment with Life is Strange 2, and I think they'll do more of it. Either Microsoft or somebody, indies, will do more of it if this model works, because this is what Phil Spencer was speaking about when Game Pass said, like, you'll see episodic games. And this is kind of the first one that's really going to be episode 1, and then they're going to have the episodics come out with Game Pass subscription. So this is the first one that's doing it. So we'll see. I think this is a test, and I think this is kind of one of their examples of how this model might work in a Game Pass structure. Whereas people, and I found this the problem with this episodic content, which you would buy the first episode, and then it's so long for the second episode to come out, or you had to and you weren't buy the whole season pass, and then
Jez,
some of them they actually had 2 months in between, it was random stuff.
Jez, but check this out though, you could buy a season pass, and the company could go out of business before they they deliver the shit that you already paid for.
It just happened with Telltale.
Telltale, which they're gonna be making it exactly.
And this is why this episodic shit is dead.
It's dead, but it's going to see new life in Game Pass if this works.
In Game Pass, it can have life.
In Game Pass, because this is what Phil wanted to. This is what he mentioned about episodic games. This is kind of this model might work for it, because you're not investing in.
With Game Pass,
Game Pass, and what they're doing is that they're just flooding you with all different types of options of games, so that you stay subscribed, and you might just be playing other games in Game Pass, and all of a sudden episode 2 shows up a Life is Strange. You're like, oh wow, that's great, I'll get to play it, and I have episode 1. So basically it's just there, and that's kind of what they're doing with Game Pass. They're just giving you this flood of games, and then you kind of just you gravitate to what you want.
Yeah,
and that's kind of what it is, like a buffet, basically like a buffet. You don't go. You just walk in there and you'll find something that you might like.
Hey, man.
That's basically what it is.
I think it's a great service, man.
I do too.
They've been putting a lot of.
I do too.
And you know what?
There's
If
something
you
to
remember,
about-
if you remember this is going a bunch of episodes back on Planet Xbox, I was one of those that was completely against Game Pass, if you remember, when they first started like announcing it. And yeah, I wasn't like a big fan of the whole like subscription thing.
Oh,
But when you experience it, and then you found a whole bunch of stuff that you wouldn't play now,
great,
you wouldn't have.
man. It's fantastic.
It's great, man. It's really good. It's really, really good.
Great,
It's
especially
fantastic.
for like meds, like what you did. That you bought the console, you subscribed to Game Pass, and now you get all those games since you've been experiencing on PC. That and I mean, like it's really good to jump in, and that you don't have to like go to the library and say I got to start from 0 games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're not dropping $60 on each game.
Listen, for
Yeah, you got all
for a
those-
first purchase, right? Say you're buying your kid a system. Bro, I'm buying my kid an Xbox because day one, he's got almost 200 games.
Exactly. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And that's fantastic.
That's the thing
Bro,
I envy. This was like with Meds. It was like he's gonna enjoy his purchase of his Xbox more than I am because he's going in and then he just have this
See,
plethora
that's
of choices.
Yeah, I'm going
to
in
play.
blind.
No,
I'm
I
like,
wish I had that.
okay.
I
Like,
mean,
look at
you
Game
can
Pass,
almost say that
I
he's
had
the
bought all
targeted
those games
demographic
already.
that they're going after, right? Like
I'm the person who,
out of the
yeah.
ecosystem. Yeah.
I'm the person we're talking about because I'm plugged into gaming. Like, I play PlayStation, I play Switch, I play PC, but even still, I don't have so much money that I can buy every game that comes out. Like, I want to play Sinner, I want to play
That's in Game Pass,
Ashen,
Game
and I want to
Pass,
play
Game
Below,
Pass.
but I don't have money for all that. But what happens? I got a
Yes,
free
baby.
fucking month of Xbox Game Pass when I buy my Xbox, and boom, I got access to all these games.
all the
Bro,
Gears of War.
I've put like
And wait,
15
even if you
hours into
missed-
Forza 4. It's
Then if
great.
you
Even
auto-renew,
if you didn't have
they
the
give you another
360.
free month, so you get 2 free months.
And even if it didn't have a 360, you got those 360 games in there too. Like you got the
On
whole
top
Gears
of that,
War.
that's a fact.
You got all that stuff too. So like,
Yeah.
you're the perfect example of like how the Game Pass would work.
Yeah.
See, I'm with Smooth where like a lot of those it was from the ground up because I had a lot of those games and I'm like I bought them all when they came out. So I'm looking for the new games in Game Pass and I like the new stuff that they're doing because I played and own everything that was pretty much in there except for the new stuff. And that's where I have some critiques on. I just get nervous that I don't want them to design games only for that kind of model.
Right.
And that's always been my thing. Like I don't want these kind of games where content's coming and this like there's okay for that stuff, but there's got to be some balance. I can't have everything.
There has to
Well,
be balance,
Gears
and that's why
5
they
is
put the
going to
first
be in
party
Game Pass
exclusives
this
there
year.
day
Gears
one.
5.
Yeah,
I mean,
I can't wait to see
Gears
that.
5
man.
Listen, as a person who's been with Xbox this whole time,
They put,
Edition, baby.
all these games that you already played are here.
if you
It's
look at it
kinda
from a
lame to me.
standpoint,
But for a new
Like-
player, bro, that's 200 games. People are like, oh, over 100 games. Bro, it's not over
No,
100
there's more
games.
than 100
I mean,
games.
it
I'm
is
like,
over 100 games. Yeah, but when people
It's
say
almost
over
200.
100, what they mean is like 103. Bro, when they say over 100, they're talking like 175.
Yeah, I don't know why they haven't advertised over 150 games because they say
because
about 100
I feel like they don't want to switch.
Because
markets.
they're waiting
Like,
for it to get to 200,
200,
and that's what
yeah.
they're going to say.
because it is
But,
more. I count. I went through them. There's more than 100 games in there.
I
Yeah,
think
dude, there's
that-
almost 200.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's almost.
I mean,
200 games
look
there.
at it from stuff that they put on their day one. Ashen, Mutant Year Zero, Sinner's Sacrifice, Redemption. Like they're getting good AA games day of date.
Yeah, AA
Yeah,
games. That's
yeah.
Absolutely.
I like that.
Absolutely.
Day and date games. That's awesome.
And they keep
Those are
them there.
games that
Like,
you're not
Zero?
gonna buy.
I enjoyed Mutant Year Zero so much. I almost put that on my top.
You almost
five
did,
of
bro.
games
What
played
happened?
this year.
you
I almost
recommended
put
that
it
game to me a
in
bunch of
today.
times. And I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna-
play
I'm
this
gonna
This
try
is
it,
place
but
to
I know
save
it's
the
not for
KT.
me. So
No, kid, do not play that. You will fucking rage. You will break shit. Do not play that shit.
Hey, just play back that
Exactly why I
COD
need to
stream
play
for
it.
confirmation of smooth raging.
Oh, I saw that.
wait,
one.
wait, which one?
I was like, oh, I was like, he's not gonna
All
play
of
that
them, all of them.
game. He's not gonna
Alright.
play that game. Man.
Low key,
And
the
see,
only
you know what?
stream he
I
hasn't
wanna say,
raging is
like what
Overwatch.
Ed was talking about the Xbox stuff. Playing I didn't really have that much of the PlayStation 3, but I did the PlayStation Now stuff, and I played some of those games that were on the PlayStation. Yeah, I hooked them up to my router, and I had played some of those games. But like and you know what? PlayStation did that thing with the whole what is it? The instant game collection. That's what they called PlayStation Plus when it first came out.
Yeah, when it first happened,
You
yeah.
subscribe and you get these game collection, and that's
Right.
kind of exactly what these services are. Is like basically you could easily jump in. You don't have to buy the console and go, well, what game do I buy? Let me buy this one game, and now now you have like you subscribe and you just get all the games, like all these games that come out, which I envy that you get to experience that right now because I wish that happened. I could do that. You know, just buy something.
I think next gen with the streaming, you're gonna see on both sides doing that whole day and date where they're selling their games online, both Sony and Microsoft. Microsoft's already doing streaming wise,
streaming wise. But think about that too. Like I know, like we're not gonna be playing on phones with controls strapped. I know that's what Microsoft wants to do, but think about if you really want that experience. Like if you subscribe, you have all those games anywhere. Which, you know, I know what they're talking about, like those games everywhere. Whether it's the ideal way to play, maybe not, but just think about
what they're trying to do is they're trying to get those people, those little kids right now playing Fortnite on their damn phones.
Roblox, that's all.
And what's funny is like Minecraft. When I went to, I don't know who said it. I think it might have been Solid Rev, but someone said that they were at I think it was Christmas event. And that they were, I think it was Arsenal actually, but they were talking to the little kids that were playing it, and they said that buttons are weird, that they like that.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, when you were raised that mentality, and let's be real here, man. The 90s, we're getting to the 2000 kids, like, you know, they be popping out kids a lot. So, you know. Yeah. There's more
I know what you mean.
You know what?
I had to explain to my 9-year-old niece yesterday what a Game Boy was. Okay, so it is what it is. I get it.
Like, you know, I'll give you this example, right? How many copies did Spider-Man sell on PS4?
A lot, right?
About 10, right?
Yeah, about 10.
Seller.
So imagine. Let's say when Spider-Man, I don't know. Let's say just call it Spider-Man 2. The sequel to that game drops next generation. How many more copies would they sell, or if Spider-Man would have dropped day and date in PS Now and you could purchase the game a retail copy?
Wait, I'm sorry. Repeat that, please.
Like okay. Let me backtrack. So let's say this. Yeah, let me backtrack. So let's say Spider-Man, right? Let's say how many copies did it sell? I don't know, 5 million, 6 million, whatever it did sell. How many more copies would they have sold if they also dropped that game day and date inside of PS Now, where you could purchase it instead of it like you're buying it on a subscription, but you could purchase it within the subscription?
They would sell like I think 2 million less.
No. I think they would sell more copies. It's going to be available in more places.
Say that again. You're saying
so if it was available, you're dropping the game on the platform. Yeah, you're dropping the game on the PlayStation, but you're also dropping the game inside of PS Now, where you'd be able to
other platforms.
But where is PS Now available?
No, I'm doing a hypothetical.
Where it is currently.
Where it is currently. It's not on PS Now currently, but imagine if it was sold there.
No, but you're saying on the platforms where PS Now is currently available.
Exactly, which is on PC.
I say 2 million more.
Exactly, which is exactly the point I'm trying to say. Next generation streaming and selling their games day and date on their streaming service on both Microsoft and Sony, that's going to be a thing.
Absolutely.
That's absolutely going to be a thing. And people think Sony's is going to allow for Microsoft to do this and Google to do this and Amazon to do this. If people think Sony's not going to do this, they're crazy.
Merc, and you know what? It needs to happen, and here's why, right? Because, for example, I'm not the kind of person, there's a lot of you out there who they just are simply not down with PC gaming. They're like, oh, PC gaming, fuck that. I'm simply not down with it. I want to be in front of my TV. I want a console there. Okay, that's cool. If I understand that. I understand. I'm a PC guy. But the thing is that everybody who feels that they want to play their game in the best way that's not on PC, they want to play it on the Xbox One X. And if the PlayStation is not as powerful as the Xbox, best believe there's people on the Xbox that want to buy that game because they don't want to play it at 1440p. They want to play it at 1800p. What's the difference between 1440 and 1800? To me, I don't give a fuck. But there's people who do. And let's give people that option. I'm a PC guy. If you give me the option to buy any game, I'm talking any game, literally any game, I'm going to play it on my PC because my PC plays games at 144 frames per second and your console doesn't. And this is the fact.
You know what? People in the chat are getting things confused. I'm not saying that they're going to drop their games day and date in a subscription where you're not purchasing the game. I'm saying next generation, they would have a store in PS Now where you would purchase their games day and date. They would still be making their $60 per game. If you do not believe that's going to happen, you're crazy.
Or just have straight up Game Pass on competing consoles.
On the head with that thing that I think a lot of people associating, especially when you're talking about the Xbox One, like the streaming and Xbox Game Pass is the same thing. The streaming is another delivery platform to put games on other devices.
Correct.
It might work with Game Pass, but it maybe not at first, but it's going to be another delivery. And I know that Sony started trying to do that with PlayStation Now when they did rentals. And they were trying to do their games with rentals, and then they just did the full $15 a month or whatever to stream. But I do think that they might have like another way to get your games everywhere would be offering like a streaming store. I know Nvidia Shield actually has a streaming store, so you pay $60 and you could stream it through the Shield, but you also get the code to download it from Steam.
That's correct.
So
that is correct.
So because I don't think people are going to say, here's $60, I'm going to stream my game on my phone. It has to be a low cost of entry, you know? Like, I don't think I'm going to pay $60 and say, oh, I can't wait to play Gears on my phone right now. I'm going to pay $60 for that game. Well, if they do Game Pass, so I'm saying that there's going to be two different services. There's Game Pass, but I do think that there's going to be a streaming delivery system, like Merc was saying. I think a lot of people just say Game Pass and streaming are the same thing. And I think they're two different things. Same thing like with I do think that they're going to do some sort of streaming
How I see
thing.
it is that
but they better get a physical code or something like that. I don't want to
I feel like streaming, like how I feel like they're going to do it, I feel like it's going to be like, for example,
like Play Anywhere.
Like if I have,
it's going to be like Play Anywhere.
An Xbox Live account and I have own these games, I just have a streaming option on all those games. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And you could also buy the games streaming. Like they'll have a store where you could buy.
You don't think they'll offer that? Like if you buy the stream,
this is also about connectivity issues.
You don't believe that if you buy it streaming that they won't give you the digital code to download as well?
They should. They should. Again, this is all ecosystem stuff that hopefully they thought that out and they do that because maybe they do a rental. Like, hey, you could stream this game for an hour for $3 or something like that. Waiting in line, you want to stream this game.
I mean. I think that'd be kind of stupid.
There's a lot of flexibility, though. It could be.
Yeah.
Hey, you're standing in line. You want to play the best Halo, like you want to play Halo Infinite around here. Here's I'm
just saying. I'm just saying, like it's so clear to me, like Sony, which is the juggernaut in gaming, they're gonna allow for Amazon and Google and Microsoft to run off in this other space and allow them to run free.
I just had a vision, bro.
What?
Vision. E3.
Yeah, the vision.
At E3, I know it's too early, but I know it's too early to talk E3. But we're going to be able to stream E3 demos on our Xboxes. E3.
I agree.
We're going to be able to stream the games that they demoed at E3.
I probably agree with you.
I would love that.
I literally just like, wait a minute. You can try.
What do you mean stream demo? Like instead of downloading a demo, you want to streaming demo?
Do you know how they got the streaming system already built into these consoles?
Well, it can be
so what they display and now it's just as like pretty much as a test, right? That today during the E3 week, you can stream all the games we have like displayed to them, like Gears 5 demo, a freaking Forza 9 demo, or Forza 8 demo, but we have access to them and we stream them from their servers that they got in fucking Seattle or something
possible.
Like that. But if we do it via xCloud, via Project xCloud.
Hey, Smooth. Hey, everyone.
All right, download the demo.
I have a question. How many more juicy topics do we have this week?
This week?
Yeah. Because if we don't have any more topics to discuss, then let's talk about the games we've been playing, right? Because apparently Xbox has no games. So that means that for the last 2 weeks, I haven't been playing any games. However, I have been playing a shitload of games.
You're not allowed to express that in this community because if No. Fuck all that. There's a lot of games to be played, and I've been playing a lot of them.
So if we done bashing Xbox, this is Planet Xbox. We gonna talk about some of these Xbox games we've been playing.
Honestly, what I've been playing. Well, I haven't started a brand new game in the new year yet. Actually, I started Red Dead Redemption 2. Let me stop.
You started to go?
I started that yesterday. I don't think it's that good, dude.
That thing's slow.
Okay,
that cowboy love, man.
I just want to let you know. Wait a second. I want to call Smooth.
Slapping that horse. I fell asleep.
Smooth on the last episode started giving me a lot of heat about refunding Red Dead on Xbox because I got to give it a PlayStation. Well, you know what? I got it back on the X again now. And now I'm playing through a second time on the X.
Oh my God.
I'm playing.
You know, how do you get through riding the horse and not dozing?
I'm gonna tell you. Let the Red Dead expert.
You like have a coffee in your hand, like this, and you're like hitting. The
I started playing the game at like 10 p.m. and I went to bed at 11. I'm like, what the fuck?
No. Listen,
hey, fellas.
Hey, before you unlock like fast travel, what you have to do is when you're riding your horse. The only time it doesn't
do not say cinematic mode.
Yes, you put it in cinematic mode, bro. You put it in cinematic mode.
But you still gotta hold down the button, though, right?
Let it ride. That's right. Hey, I double dip.
Hold down the button.
Yo, Merc.
No, you do not. No, you don't.
I wanna inform people watching about the game.
Here, bro. You put it in cinematic mode. Look, I play Wire for least amount of lag since I'm always playing shooters. Right? You put it in cinematic mode. You hold it. And that's it. The horse just rides.
So you put tape on the button, and then
no. The only time that you cannot put it on cinematic and the horse doesn't ride on its own is if you're doing like you know how the trail sometimes is yellow when you're in that final part of a like a particular mission. That's the only time that your horse will not follow the path if you're in cinematic mode.
Yo,
but how long you're in cinematic mode for?
Pretty much the whole game.
That is also untrue.
If you want to go to sleep, put multiplayer on. And
oh my God.
It was like this.
Yo, listen. Can I take over and have a turn? Can I take over and have a turn?
Fonz in the chat. There you go, bro.
We can pass the floor. We can pass the floor on and on. Can I have the floor?
As long as Red Dead is the GOAT and Rockstar is the greatest developer on planet Earth.
Oh shit! You know what? I'm gonna
Where's
assume.
That Brokeback Mountain?
I'm gonna assume I have the floor.
Where's Naughty Dog at? Bring him over.
I gotta get that.
I'm gonna assume I have the floor. Okay, so check this out, right?
Good.
PlayStation got some exclusive studios that come out with some amazing ass games. Guys, people in the chat, I'm not some sort of Xbox zealot. I own a PlayStation 4. I like my PlayStation 4. It gets turned on 4 times a year.
Does dust come out the back?
Okay, listen. It absolutely does. Before I turn on my PC, I gotta. Right? So anyway, but here's my point, guys. I own a PC, and that's where I like to play my games at. I'm a PC gamer. Don't anyone ever let you tell
call you Yabara.
Listen, don't let anybody ever tell you anything different. I'm a PC guy. However,
well, you got the God box.
Now that I own the God Box X, right? Now that I own the God Box X,
you already know.
PC is the God Box.
Fucking Game Pass is a hell of a value. I'm playing games right now that some of them I own them on PC, right? But you know what? I want to play them on Xbox. Why? Because I want them achievements.
So what about going from the keyboard to controller?
Achievements for the win.
Go back and forth.
I don't like playing shooters. I don't like playing shooters on controller. I told the guys before we even went live on the show. Yeah. I'm not gonna play Overwatch with you guys on Xbox because I'm not using a controller. However, what the fuck
is
what? No, but hold on. What did my guy Phil Spencer do for me? What he do? Boom. Fucking mouse and keyboard on Xbox. Let's get it, baby. So now I'm going to work all you bums on Xbox with keyboard and mouse. Listen, yes, Xbox is lacking a bunch of fucking
it's only certain games
exclusive shit. That's great. That's fantastic. Listen, I don't touch my PlayStation. You know why? Because the best place to play my games is on my computer. Okay? I don't have a 4K monitor, so if a game has 4K compatibility, I play that motherfucker on my Xbox One X, and I play it on my 4K TV. Understand? It's just simply that simple.
The God box.
Exclusive games? Yeah, cop a PlayStation. Awesome, fantastic. If you want the best place to play your games on a television, if you're not into PC, because you can't plug your PC into a TV, a lot of people don't know that, but it's a fucking fact. then yeah, the Xbox is the way to go. And $10 gets you like 180 games off the rip. So if you're not with that, then are you even a gamer?
So when you turn on but you say turn on your PlayStation to play like God of War.
I don't turn on my PlayStation.
So where's the best place to play God of War though?
It's the only place. It's the only
exactly
place.
The only place. Yeah.
No, but I'm not taking.
How are you not a gamer by just?
I am not taking. I am not taking.
PC. We just spoke about.
I'm not taking away the fact that listen.
Like this game, you got to own everything now.
But I do though. But I do.
Yeah. So
if I had a choice and I only had
to own an Xbox because you're missing out on a lot of games.
No, you're not.
I would never own just. I would never own.
What?
I would never own just an Xbox. I'm a Planet Xbox guy. I would never own just an Xbox.
That don't go to PC though too. There's a lot of games that don't go to PC.
Like what?
Like Red Dead Redemption 2.
NBA Live 19.
That game is coming. That game is coming to PC and it's going to be 60 frames.
Oh, wait a second.
That game is coming and it's going to be 60 frames.
It's coming with the NVIDIA fucking 1530.
No, wait a second.
And then mods out the ass.
That will be the game where I look.
No, there it is. I got it. I had to get back to Red Dead Redemption. Here we go. There goes Merc.
Me and Jez, I mean, not me and Jez, me and Merc talk about this shit all the time because me and Merc both gravitate between consoles and PC. And the thing is that Merc likes a controller on shooters. I don't. I think that shooters with a controller is for babies. Listen, that's a fact. If you play shooters with a controller, you're a baby, and you can't hold a candle to me in literally any game. Holler at me. Holler at me. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna smoke you. I'm gonna smoke you because not only.
Here we go. So you calling these fucking pacifiers? Is that what you calling these fucking pacifiers?
But that's not the point. The point is that. Honestly, I bought an Xbox One X 2 weeks ago.
You know what I do with this? I'll tell you what I do with this. This is for fucking work for my email.
Jez, stop it. Jez, stop it. Listen,
this is email.
I like my Xbox.
This is about email special edition, bro.
I like my Xbox.
I
like my Xbox.
I see this.
I have an Xbox One X.
Outlook right here.
I have an Xbox One X, and my games play at 4K on my TV, and I like that. And mind you. Can I play my game at 4K on my email?
Check your email.
Absolutely.
No keyboard and mouse.
Listen. Hey, my PC can play games at 4K. I don't feel like moving it over there, so I keep my Xbox over there. That's all. That's it, people.
This is a $150 pacifier, according to Med.
Cool. But you know what?
I'm sucking this thing.
I'm playing Forza on my PC. I'm playing Celeste now that it's on Games of Gold on my PC. I'm playing a bunch of games on my PC. And you know what? I'm getting achievements. So give me all that achievements, baby.
Are you doing this on your PC?
Anyways, carry on. I'm sorry.
Got one of these on your PC.
Oh my God! People bringing out their VR, man. Hey, don't
this shit. I'll tell you that.
Smooth. Be careful you don't choke yourself with one of those cables, bro.
You funny.
PC don't got that fucking gun.
Yo, so all right, let's talk about all right, so we're 2019. We all got our resolutions, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people said 2017 was an amazing year. A lot of people said 2018 was even better. 2019 is front loaded with a ton of amazing games coming up. Those games include for 2018. Not 2018, 2019. Damn, I just had it open. We got games like Sekiro, Division 2, Devil May Cry 5, exclusive demo on Xbox right now, exclusive to Xbox. You have Rage 2, Anthem, Crackdown 3, what else? Jump Force. Another Far Cry spinoff, Resident Evil 2,
Kingdom Hearts
some
3.
shit called Omnimusha and Kingdom Hearts 3. They all fall.
Don't you dare disrespect Onimusha!
But to make a long story short, there's a lot coming out. It's like, what are your thoughts so far in like at least like the first 3 months of the year?
Here's 5.
In Xbox.
Well, that's later on.
Yeah, but like any thoughts? Any most anticipated so far?
Oh, there you go into the chat. Only because I saw it in the chat. Obviously, Gears 5 is probably, as of right now, if not the most anticipated. I mean, I think most people here know I love playing Gears. I think I spent a ton of. Hey, enough of listening to you, Addict. Hit mute.
How can you say fuck? Then what do we get then?
Gears looks. What we've seen of Gears 5 looks amazing. That's probably my most anticipated
Gears 5
so
is Game
far.
of the Year worthy.
Yeah, it's
Kingdom
possible.
Hearts 3
Watch out! Watch out!
You know what I would rather play besides Gears? That heroin fairy game that's on South Park.
Oh my god, bro!
Oh, you talking about Kingdom Hearts 3?
No, I'm talking about Gears of War 3.
No Kingdom Hearts 3 disrespect, please.
Because if I wanted to put on my best Halloween costume and I wanted to dress up as a total and forever and not just temporary but for life fuckboy, I would just go buy Kingdom Hearts 3 and platinum that shit.
Like Kingdom.
Take that with honor.
Kingdom Hearts. I mean, I am not, like Kingdom Hearts is like out of my like. We just don't belong. It's like I don't think I'll try it. This is what I'll do. If I can make it past the title screen, I can probably make it 15 minutes in. But honestly, like the first half of the year,
I'm very eat a dick, all of you.
Like,
Garbage.
Are you saying Kingdom Hearts 3? You want to play not Gears 5?
Exactly my point, bro.
I'm dying.
One comes out in February.
Stop.
You're still be playing. You're gonna be playing Kingdom Hearts and not gonna play Gears 5.
Wait,
what? I've played the Gears games. Have you played any of the Kingdom Hearts games, Jazz?
Yeah.
Jez is still an upstanding member of this society, so obviously he has not played those games. What is wrong with you?
I think.
Listen, man.
Adam's been waiting for this game. I mean, I feel for all those who waited for this.
But Addict, you play these?
Still waiting.
You play these, or you just jumping in on 3?
Addict is definitely waiting for this game, but that's only because
that's good.
Kingdom Hearts 2 came out when he was 12. That's the only reason he's looking forward to it.
I just want you all to jump in a river and drown. That's all. That's all I want for Christmas at this point. Just drown.
You know what, dog? We feel the same, dog.
How do you not play? You don't want to play both. Just play both. That's how I'm playing.
No, I'm not playing.
I mean, look.
I'm gonna play Kingdom Hearts 3 because my girlfriend likes the series.
I'm sorry, Addict. This slander.
Playing Gears 5. You're streaming Gears 5.
Hold on, let's quiet down. There's too many voices.
Gears 5 is all we got.
Two-inch voices.
Two-inch voices. The Xbox has a little glimmer of hope for me. Is the Gears 5? That's the glimmer of hope.
Addict.
And
your Gears 5, your Gears 5 slander is worthy of a suspension, bro. Like,
Facts.
It is what it is, man. I need next week off anyway, so we can go that direction if you want.
He thinks.
And
why do you need next week off?
Then explain. So I okay, hold up. I can play. I'm getting ridiculed for not wanting to play Gears 5 and wanting to play Kingdom Hearts, but you can play Disney's Brave. Gotcha.
Oh yeah, Smooth, you can't talk. You like the fucking Disney Connect shit.
Hey, man, I wasn't sticking up for Smooth. I was sticking up for gaming, period.
I played Brave because I had an obligation to make games beat of the year, or like most games beat of the year.
So he went into the Disney one.
Yeah. So that was like I didn't like do a review of the game or tell you that I wanted Brave 2. But if anybody's interested in a nice, game to play through for a couple hours, Brave Xbox 360 is backwards compatible. You can play it on your Xbox One.
So, Addict, what about the single player of Gears 5? None of it?
I just not interested.
You don't want to play as Kate and random dude too?
See, you literally just like any kind of hype that would have had. You literally just took that from me. You don't want to play as Kate and random guy too? Like,
well, that's what they're showing though. I want to play Mark. We'll see how that goes. I'm hoping that they got more to show.
The coalition said that they are taking chances with Gears 5. That's not what we wanted them to do.
No,
I want them to do that. I'm gonna tell you why. I think that the gameplay of Gears, right, in the single player specifically, the fact that it's a corridor shooter / I know BG is known for saying that it's a shooting gallery, right? I think that part of it is dated, and I think that part of the game has got to change. And I think that's specifically what they're saying when they
I think it's going to be more of a God of War structure. I think it's going to be like that with the open hub world. And
I would love that. I would love that.
I think that's what it looks like. My problem is that she's the main protagonist. That's the thing where I'm a little cautious of, because why introduce Marcus and his son if you're not going to use their story?
Well, it just, to me, from outside
she was probably the best character.
Well, then they should get rid of JD.
From the outside looking in, it's looking like she's always been the highlight of 4. Like she was literally the person they surrounded the E3 trailer with. She was the person they surrounded the E3 trailer with, because I remember her coming up and she started like going psycho on some zombie or whatever it was. She started stomping his fucking head and shit. And like,
yeah, they should have just made it about her then. I don't know why introduce Marcus Phoenix and his son.
Well, I know the story. They did make it about her. The whole game was revolved around her. Finding her mom.
The game was about her mom.
It was about her mom, I know. But the thing is like, then why is JD, like, why would they do Marcus?
So that's like, really... Why can't I play...
Bro, JD was a conduit. He wasn't the main character.
He was the way to introduce her. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, JD was never the main character, man.
So just because JD wasn't the main character,
you never controlled Kate.
You do as a co-op. Just because JD was the main character, he and Marcus Phoenix shouldn't have been in the game.
No, but I'm just saying, like, why would they even bother with that if they really wanted to focus on Kate? My thing is that Gears 5, I'm hoping that people don't say that this could be an expansion, because it's basically just
you see how open Gears 5 looked in that trailer?
No, it looks good, but I'm just saying, like, good. I could see criticism if you don't control
Marcus. Critics can kiss my whole asshole.
What? Who?
Gears looks like he's gonna be fine.
Well, I'm just saying. Remember what happened with Halo 5?
Over there.
Just remember Halo 5, and remember when nobody wanted to be locked.
No, there's a difference between that. There's a difference between that.
They
marketed that whole game incorrectly and had a false narrative that didn't happen.
That's right.
That's the biggest thing. But also, too, the biggest complaint was that you only played Master Chief for 5 missions.
No?
Yeah. And you played Locke as the other one.
I think it was less than that. I think it was
less than that. It was like little snippets. So that whole, and remember now, when they said it, it's like, oh, the story.
Locke had a better UI.
Now they came out and they're apologizing. Yeah, he did. They're apologizing. Go, we made a mistake.
That wasn't no mistake.
This is all about Master Chief. So now they're saying it's a
gamers
mistake.
are a bunch of fucking crybabies. I don't want to play as
I'm just saying an observation.
It's a first-person shooter.
Look, at the end of the day, the reason
this is, it's a first-person shooter. The only difference is the fucking UI screen, the HUD. Like at the end of the day, they shoot the same fucking shit. Like it's the same shit. Nothing in the game.
I do like the different enemy though. In the trailer of Gears 5, the different enemies and stuff look really cool. And maybe, maybe she adds a different level of gameplay. Like maybe she's more athletic. Like maybe she does like platforming.
Nah, dude, she runs from wall to wall.
I think the way that it's looking like is they're gonna go more of a like her mental status in this game. Like
she's transforming into.
She's clearly fighting herself. Like
I'm looking forward to it, man.
Yeah,
I'm excited. I don't know. I want to see the multiplayer. I want to see that thing blown up, man. I want to see
shit on Gears.
Huge.
Gears 5 gonna have that crackdown
I want vehicles. I want Brumax. I want big next level Gears of War multiplayer.
I'd rather play Crackdown 3 than Gears 5.
Holy!
Stop it!
Oh.
Fucking Addict. Holy shit. Smooth, you better not tell me I'm the fucking the hater.
Just cease at once. Shit.
My God. Crackdown 3, how do you speak those words?
How can you say that?
How do you say that?
You guys be acting like I've hyped up Gears ever.
He hasn't.
No, I know you're not a fan.
Addict isn't a fan of Xbox exclusives.
I like Gears. I like Gears. I like Gears, bro.
What is that?
I'm just saying you're not a fan of Xbox exclusives.
I played more Xbox exclusives last year than you did.
Well, there wasn't many. Like, what the hell?
What did you think of that?
Yo, Smooth, you're not supposed to say that on stream. Come on,
no, actually, I did. I played all the Disney games.
Oh my God.
Gears 5 Game of the Year, Pink Floyd.
That was 3 off the bat. That's 3. That's a 3 game head start.
Yeah, you know what though? My prediction for
Gears 5 is gonna be good. I don't care about
It's gonna be a contender for Game of the Year. I'm not saying Game of the Year. It's gonna be a contender.
It has to.
It's going to be a contender for Game of the Year.
It will be good.
It's gonna be amazing. I'm gonna cry.
Predicted Metacritic score right now. Predicted Metacritic score right now.
93.
Oh, I think it's gonna be a
Wait, of Gears 5? Nah.
93?
Nah.
87.
I'm gonna predict 87.
85.
I'm gonna tell you how it hits 90. I'll explain to you exactly how it could hit 90. The only way it could hit 90 is if the chances they take on the changes that they're going to make to the game are positive, that'll propel the game.
If that game scores below a 90, I'm boycotting Metacritic. And if anybody posts a Metacritic score, I am blocking them.
I will
block anybody.
Hey, Smooth.
It's not a reboot.
I'm at 89.
You can choose to be ignorant to Metacritic as long as you want.
I smell a bet coming on, kid.
5 will score no higher than
Did
an
he just rip
84.
out the cord out of his Astros?
Yeah, I did.
Gears 5 will score no higher than an 84.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Nah,
like
wait a second.
86s, 87s.
Hey, you guys, I
85.
smell a bet coming on, kid. I smell a bet coming on. I bet you a game.
It's so long. It's
All right,
like
are we doing it now?
Hold
We're
up,
doing
hold
it
up.
now? All right.
I bet
What's
you
the
a
bet?
game.
What's the bet?
Hold up, I bet you a game, kid. That
What does it
Kingdom
matter?
Hearts
If he
3 is
buys them
gonna
a
get
game,
out.
it's Addict's game anyway. They share game.
I do gotta bet. I
$60.
gotta
but one of
bet
them
somebody
gotta pay for it.
outside.
Text Smooth's bank account at all
Oh,
costs.
Hold on.
it's glitchy.
Let me
It's
speak.
glitchy. Go ahead.
Let me speak. I will bet you a game or $60 in PayPal that Kingdom Hearts 3 has a higher Metacritic score than Gears 5.
Well, that's a stupid bet.
Bro, that's not a hard bet to make. There's a bunch of weeaboos who have never gotten.
You know what? Matter of fact,
Yeah.
I will make that bet once Kingdom Hearts Metascore is out.
Oh, so you guys see the Metacritic score first.
He's gonna see 90s. Oh, that thing's gonna get 93s, 94. Oh, that
Smooth, you're making a mistake.
don't even waste your time. That is definitely gonna
Smooth,
be
do not underestimate
the
the amount of
beloved
people who never get laid.
franchise that has Disney
Underestimate
characters in
Kingdom
it.
Hearts 3 power.
Come on,
It has.
no way. That thing's getting 90.
It's that power no one can expect.
Smooth, you're really
I mean,
underestimating the
minimum,
number of virgins out there. Like, you're.
All right, so here's the thing, because some people are talking like reckless about Gears and Halo. Halo Good Fortune.
Nah, Gears are lit. Both of them.
Gears
It
lit,
has
bro.
to be good.
Gears
Halo
lit.
5
Halo
did
2.
not have a horrible campaign. It just wasn't
No, it did.
advertised. It was a great game. Best multiplayer of any Halo. Most balanced
That
of
is
any
true.
Halo.
That is true.
And if you didn't play it, if
That's
you didn't
all
play it,
good.
you missed out. I am sorry for you. You still have a chance with Xbox Game Pass and the Xbox One X. But as far as
4K.
Gears, right? People are talking about Gears as if it's trash. Like the first 3 Gears average what? 92, 91? The first 3 Gears?
What?
I don't know. Let me check.
The only reason why Gears 4 got at 84 is because one, they kind of got lazy on the mission structure during the campaign because they kept putting them stupid ass horde mode style missions in the game. And then that's the only thing I really didn't like about it. They were missing a lot of modes that previous Gears had that made the
I
game
really
good.
think that the Halo
Gears of War
fiasco
4 got an 84 on Metacritic. I don't think 5 is.
Look
gonna
at
get
Gears 1, 2, and 3.
I don't.
it. Well, that was a
I don't-
different era.
The same shit.
I don't think that. I don't think Halo 5 would have got criticized as hard as it did on the campaign if they wouldn't have marketed
All those
the way
fucking
they did.
cheeseheads on YouTube, they were all crying. You don't get to be Master Chief. Time to outrage. That's all they did.
Gears of
That
War.
was racism.
Oh, that's the PC version.
I will admit that was racist.
Wait, I'm just talking
Did
about
you just
Gears
say
of War
that was
shit,
racism?
The Halo 5 Slender was racist. Yes.
You think so?
So
Yes.
was it racist when it
Because
happened with Arbiter?
everybody had an issue with Locke. Nobody had an issue with Arbiter. Halo 2 was scored like a 90.
No,
plus.
people had
Bro,
crazy.
it wasn't
issues
a
with Arbiter.
problem. It wasn't a problem.
Marketing.
Okay, listen. Halo 2, people were not happy about playing.
Why
as the
did that
Arbiter.
game get
The
like a
problem
90
is,
plus?
Lot
And
fucking
the
sucks.
Why did Halo 2 get a 90 plus?
Because of the
Because it was a
multiplayer.
better overall game.
You know, you gotta look at the
single-
time that it came out. It
Hold
invented
on. Hey, everyone, shut up.
party
When you
systems
look at
never
the
existed.
single player, when it comes to Halo 2, it was way ahead of anything happening at the time. You were playing as the antagonist, and you were playing his story of becoming a protagonist. Like there was not many stuff like that going
Somebody
on
just
at that
said
time.
Locke is boring.
Like you literally played.
Locke is boring.
What
Locke
about Arbiter?
sucks.
He exciting? That ugly long neck motherfucker. He's nothing special.
No.
Smooth. I never claimed the Arbiter was.
Gears of War, yeah.
Arbiter had,
Never review Gears of War. These guys arguing.
the
You know what it
Arbiter
is?
had a better story than Locke did. You know, he got banished. He got branded as a heretic. They made him take on a role that's a suicidal role, and he had to take mission after mission until he died. Like, he had merits.
Yeah,
Locke was a bounty hunter. That's literally as far as
I'm going to tell you what it is. If they wouldn't have marketed the game the way that they did, and they would have just marketed Locke being the main Spartan in the game,
it would have done worse.
I think it would have it would have done better.
Was a black man, right? That
no.
It had nothing to do with Locke being black.
It was marketing.
Think about it.
Addict just described
whatever. He's not anymore. He's fucking Luke Cage, and then guess what?
Addict just described freaking Arbiter's struggle. Like Locke didn't have a struggle. Shit! How did he become a Spartan? I guarantee you
tell me.
Locke had to fight those friggin' snakes.
Tell me Locke struggle.
He was black. He's probably the only
Locke struggled gaining a fan base because he's trash.
A black Spartan, bro.
Tell me. He had a whole movie. I think I know more about Locke than you do. Tell me.
It ain't about him being black.
See, Addict always wants to try to get somebody about
Luke Cage now. He's not Locke anymore.
It ain't about him being black. Locke just
You lost that too. You lost that exclusive too.
Kids, sell me Locke as a character. Why? What makes him interesting?
Arbiter.
I just did
Smooth, but nobody is claiming Arbiter character. I don't give a Arbiter either.
Arbiter's a way better character than Locke. Way better. Not even on the same level.
They can both kick rocks.
The thing about Arbiter, right?
No, why don't you sell me Locke?
Why do I need to sell you Locke? You played Halo 5. Like, you played Halo 5. Why am I selling you Locke?
I want to be Master Chief, bro.
I don't understand.
I'm curious how you
think Locke is an awesome Spartan. I thought his moves were better than fucking John's.
He's a Spartan 4, which by definition means he will never be better than a Spartan 2.
Who's this pulling hip-hop gamer?
No, it's the truth. Because how did everybody come out and everybody's primary issue is Locke? Like, really? You play as him.
Bro, if Locke was white, people would hate him too.
That's the problem.
Nah.
You played with him most of the game, and there was only a little Halo Chief.
So let me answer your question. But then you wouldn't have preferred to play with Chief
that they had though.
Like, honestly, Smooth, it sounds like you like Locke because he's black. All right. If he wasn't black, you would hate him too.
I don't hate Master Chief.
Just like everybody else.
I don't hate Master Chief. I love Master Chief. But I had a lot of
because he's awesome.
I had a lot of profound respect for Locke. I was happy to introduce him to the game. I like Arbiter too. Arbiter was black too. They just finally.
Arbiter wasn't black. Arbiter was the alien.
Who voiced Arbiter? Who voiced Arbiter?
Bro, you only like Locke because he's black. Locke sucks.
At the end of the day,
Arbiter?
It's not even.
Hey, what was that other? What was the other Spartan in on Locke's team that he was funny as hell? What was his name?
Buck. It was Buck.
Buck was a better character than Locke.
Well, Buck was
a better character than Locke.
Somebody said
Guilty Spark was a better character
Somebody
than
said
Locke.
Buck should have had Locke spot. See, Buck isn't a character that's a main. He's always a side person, like how Baird and Cole how Baird and Cole are. Those aren't main characters. That's what.
How Locke should have stayed. Locke should have stayed.
You know how bad Locke was a character? Joel from Recore is a better character than Locke.
Hey, man, now you spitting real slander.
Oh my god!
No, don't take it there.
Literally,
you're going really far.
The only thing you can define Locke as a character is he was a bounty hunter that was turned to a Spartan that was chasing Team Blue. That's literally all you could say about it. Tell me anything else, kid.
Nah, but it's a fact though. Everybody liked Buck better than Locke because Buck was already around.
Buck we played this Buck.
And he was from
Buck was from ODST, so people liked him better.
He wasn't even a Spartan though.
Nah, he was a ODST guy.
Yeah.
Listen, man. It has nothing. Locke sucks. It has nothing to do with Locke being black.
Man.
Hey, bro. My issue with Halo 5 was that I didn't get to play as Master Chief enough. That's all it is.
You guys sound.
That's my problem with it too.
That was everybody's problem. That was the gameplay. It had nothing to do with the character. It was.
I want to be Master Chief.
Playing the main
character.
Did you?
Master Chief. My issue.
I'm about to expose all you motherfuckers right now.
No, look, I'm gonna wait.
Right now, I'm going to expose all of you right now.
All right, go ahead.
Did you enjoy Halo Reach and Halo ODST.
Yeah.
Don't lie. Don't lie.
No, Halo
Don't
Reach,
lie.
yes,
No,
not ODST.
Halo Reach. No, I don't think Master Chief was the issue. I'm sorry, you guys can say what you want. Halo Reach was one of the best stories they've ever had. And you weren't even Master Chief.
That's a big fact. That's a big fact.
Let me get more specific. Not only did we not play enough as Master Chief, you thought that it was going to be this big shebang between Locke and
it was a crack.
It was a slap fight. It was like bitch slap. And then that was it.
Merc did a bitch slap to each other.
Look, kid, let me tell you this. Like, this is how I feel like the story should have went. They should have chased Blue Team throughout that whole galaxy, and there should have been serious fights. Like, you know what would have been cool if like,
ripped off his team.
You know what would have been cool if like people from his team just like lone wolfed it to get Master Chief. Like, you go ahead, I'll sit back and I'll hold them off.
Nah, I don't agree.
And you fight them all individually, then you fight Master Chief.
The whole marketing thing behind Halo 5 was what? Hunt the truth, right? And what did we do in Halo 5 when we played it? We hunt the truth. We found out the truth. We got the truth. Didn't we?
Well, I think the whole reason
that I wanted was
the trailer was the lie, and we found the truth when we played the game. I rest my case.
Yeah, Demigod, and you fought the Warden 6 times.
We literally found the truth.
I honestly think
the marketing plan was bad.
I honestly think
they put the fucking movie out too.
They could have wrote that story way better, but I have a lot of faith in Halo 6's story because they have a lot more to work with. They got a power struggle. They got a power struggle with the Guardians. They got the Atriox and everyone showing up from Halo Wars 2. They got the Halos being tried to be used. They got the Arbiter on one side. They got the Covenant still working on the other side. Like, they have a lot more to use.
And they're getting rid of all that stuff and doing Halo Infinite. It's going to be a whole new thing. They get rid of...
No, they said it continues the Halo story.
It continues Master Chief's story.
Halo 5.
Because I don't know how they continue Master Chief's story when the end of Halo 5, he meets up with everybody, the whole group's together. He's going to be like, oh, I got my own adventure to go on.
Have you not seen Lord of the Rings?
Why? What are they doing with Lord of the Rings?
That's literally the whole first movie, was meeting up and getting... That's literally why it's called Fellowship of the Ring, was to get the Fellowship together to go out to destroy the Ring.
So, but the thing with the Halo is that they're all back together. Locke, Halsey, Arbiter,
that means?
They're all there.
8-player co-op. Yeah.
No, I'm just saying, like, how are they going to just, like, like, think about it. Greenberg says, like, back to basics. Master Chief story, the same what a mistake the other character was.
He wasn't a mistake. It's just people are soft. Man.
Well, they said it. They said they made a mistake. They said
the outrage was so great that you have to lie and say, yeah, we made a mistake, even though that was their full intentions. Like,
my biggest problem is not even the characters that you control, but it's the enemies. It's the same.
Yeah, I didn't like the
enemies.
Prometheans.
The whole. Yeah. I hate the Prometheans, and I can't believe I'm still fighting fucking grunts.
I love them.
Like, where are the aliens? We're in space.
Grunts are aliens,
We're probably not gonna...
I thought all the Covenant were wiped out with Halo 3, but guess what? In Halo 4 and Halo 5, they're like,
their leader was killed.
Ones. They're still following the truth.
Just their leader was killed.
We killed all the prophets.
Well, I mean, that doesn't mean nothing. Like,
exactly. So we're fighting rogue.
Someone can easily take over the reign.
For the last 3 episodes. Like, the last 3 games, we're fighting, like,
Why do you think in Halo 4 they followed Addict? Because they didn't have
a leader. I know, but it's the same friggin' enemies, though. I understand that's the justification for giving us the same enemies, but come on, let's get some new guys. I don't like the Prometheans. The Knights were better in 5 though than they were in 4. 4 they were
take
trash.
A deep breath, bro. We have over 100 people watching. Can we match those?
But
lights,
yeah, Demigod says about Atriox. So like Atriox might be a really good entry into Halo Infinite, but we're gonna have to see what Halo Infinite looks like. Like, I said this before, and you guys all yelled at me that Halo Infinite is not going to have the same structure as Halo 5.
No, it's running on a completely new fucking engine.
It's going to be like a well, I know it's going to be a new engine, but the game is going to be like a platform. It's going to be open, and it's going to be like a Destiny. But we'll see how they keep the story in that way. I think it's like Destiny.
We still have everything else to wait till see what they do with the game, so we can't like make a
Well, the model that they're following, they've been saying it's a bigger world.
So explain to me how they go back to their roots, but then they go completely left to make it a Destiny platform.
I don't know, man.
Like you literally just contradicted your statement.
No, I didn't.
Aaron Greenberg.
It is going
hold
to
on, let me talk. You said Aaron Greenberg said they were going back to their roots, they were going back to the old ways, and then you turn right around and say
with Master Chief. I didn't talk about gameplay.
How is going back to that? Never mind.
That's why I answered your question. He said going back to the roots of gameplay. He didn't say anything about gameplay. He said we're going back to the basics, but it also he was talking about the character. He's not talking about the game. Look at the trailer by itself. It's a big game. It's called Infinite for hell.
It's just a demonstration.
It was a demo, but it's gonna. What is it? Oh, we're gonna get like the sheet over our head. Like this is gonna be a totally different game than the demo.
I mean, listen, you gotta ignore what they show.
We'll wait for Halo. It's called Halo Infinite. And
all right, bro.
You got the games as a server, games as a platform.
Bro, you remember Master Chief in a poncho? You remember Master Chief in a poncho? That never happened in Halo 5.
But yeah, the Guardian was in Halo 5. Like it wasn't in a poncho. But the Guardian was in Halo 5.
All right, this is what we're gonna do.
That was the whole thing with the Master Chief in a poncho, right? Wasn't that when you saw the Guardian?
Let's try to close this thing out, right? I'm gonna ask you guys. There's 6 of us, right?
So what do you think Halo Infinite's going to be? Is it going to be just Halo 5? No, but you think it's just going to be like the same structure?
No, it's going to be different.
I think it's going to be...
But I expect the story to...
Okay, so I'm saying it's different, but everybody's like...
No, what you're saying, Jez, is that it's going to be different as in it's going to be a bad thing different.
No, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm saying
he's saying Halo is going to be a platform. In the sense of Halo 7 is not going to be an all-new game. It's just going to be more added content.
You're going to keep adding content to it. I'm not saying it's a negative. I'm saying it's different.
I understand what you're saying, Jez, and I agree.
I don't.
It's different.
But if it happens, I will definitely give Jez his due. All right, so we're going to start. We're going to start with Alex, man. What to expect from Xbox in 2019?
I expect a full reveal of their brand new consoles. Maybe some tech demos from their new studios. Maybe we'll get sequels to Super Lucky Tales 2. Maybe Cuphead 2. Maybe Record 2. Maybe Sunset Overdrive 2. Alan Wake 2, maybe.
Say nah.
Some announcements for games, hopefully. That's what I'm hoping for.
Didn't you know pretty much like what happened to Rise 2, man? You were going above and beyond. You might as well just on that shit on the list too.
Addict, that was implied.
All right,
I'm hoping for something.
Gaming Addict, man. What do you expect from Xbox in 2019?
I think they're probably going to. I think Ninja Theory, this game's going to get announced. I think they're going to announce one more studio they acquired. And to be honest with you, like, this is like one of the only times where I really don't know what to expect from them. Like, there's too many variables now. Like, it used to be we knew what their studios were making. We have no clue what half their studios are making now. So I think we'll see, like, whatever Ninja Theory's game is. Like, it used to be, we'll see Halo because 343's up. But now it's like, we can't even say that now because Ninja Theory, we don't know what they're making at all. I think we'll see Infinite at E3. I think they're going to open with that. And I think they're going to close with Playground's game or Ninja Theory's game.
Nah, they opened with Halo Infinite last year. So I think if they're going to do, they might close.
I bet you they open with it again. I
guarantee they don't. You want to make a bet?
What are they going to open with?
Gears 5. Gears 5 gameplay.
I'm going to have a real unpopular opinion on what I think
what Xbox does in 2019.
Okay, Xbox in 2019 is not going to do much, but let me explain, right? I think that they're going to ride the whole streaming console thing. They're going to announce that at E3. I think that they're going to ride the Gears 5 wave, right? And I don't believe that they're going to show much because next gen is right around the corner, which is probably going to be 2020, right? For Xbox, that's pretty clear. And I think that they're just going to unload everything all at once, 2020, all guns blazing, and go head to head with Sony. What's the point? What's the point of showing anything of any relevance in this generation when you know you've already lost? You know what I mean? You want to get your foot in the door next generation. You want to come out strong. And I think that's when they're going to show all their cards. They're not going to show anything beforehand until Sony shows some of their cards. And I think that's what's going to happen. They're going to ride the Gears train, more Game Pass, the same kind of 2019, kind of we had 2018, except just inject Gears and the couple other games that we know that we're getting, and expect the big 2020 reveal of the main console and all the games that they've been working on.
Question mark. Wouldn't it be possible that they reveal the console before E3?
Doubt it. Yeah, like you mean the streaming console?
No, I think they're going to reveal the next Xbox at E3.
At this E3.
No, I don't think so. I doubt it.
No, I think that they're going to take advantage that Sony's not going to be there, and they're going to have to pop their biggest card that they have, which is a new system.
Can't be more hardware.
Right. Okay. So, all right. So, after your hardcore fans went out and bought a $500 console, I don't see them doing that. They can't do that. They can't say like,
what is 2 years? And give us your entire 2019 prediction, since we're already at that.
We still didn't get through everybody yet.
Yeah, 2019 is like what I said, bro. Expect more of the same Game Pass
just
Gears.
Like Mark said. I agree. Yeah,
like just like that.
Transition year. Okay.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree with Mark. That it's going to be a transition year. I think they are definitely going to ride the Gears 5 train, Game Pass, introduce some little bit of stuff of xCloud. I think we're going to see, well, Phil Spencer said it himself, a larger push for the Windows 10 store and getting the games and getting that looking maybe like an Xbox store, like trying to do that. That's what he did say his next feat is. But I do think they're going to be more pushed towards that. Maybe more keyboard and mouse support stuff, integration and playlist stuff on the Xbox console, which I don't care about that. But I do think though, regarding the next console, I can't see them having a full-fledged like reveal of the console after, like Marcus said, like with the X and stuff. Like, okay, now we got 13 teraflops. Like, I just
you can't show your cards. You're not going to show Sony your cards.
I don't think they're going to do that at E3, especially since they're the only one going at E3. But it does depend, though. I think if Sony does something in March, I'm expecting they do something in March because March is when they stop doing the PlayStation games from Vita and the other ones, and I think March might be a time if Sony starts talking about it, maybe Microsoft will be pressured to talk about it at E3. Right. But if Sony doesn't do it, I think Microsoft is not going. They already mentioned it, like it's happening.
I don't think Sony does. I don't think Sony does anything till after E3.
I don't think they're waiting that long. I think
if they legitimately had something to show, they would show it at E3.
100% facts. People think like, oh, if PlayStation 5 was going to drop this year, they'll just do their own event. Bro, no, this is a multi-billion-dollar business. They don't care about what the fanboys think.
Selling so well, they don't.
Of course, like if you're gonna drop a new console, it's all hands on deck. You're gonna be on the biggest stage. You're gonna be at E3. You're gonna be everywhere, and you're gonna be pumping up that console a whole year in advance.
They're gonna pop out some like Neo 2 trailers on YouTube during that week, but I don't think they're doing shit. I think the next time we'll see anything relevant from Sony is at
E3
their event
2020. I think 2020. Oh, you mean PX69 2019
this year?
I think they're doing PX69.
We're talking about E3 2019.
No, we're talking about 2019.
I'm talking about Microsoft's thing for this year, but I'm saying that they might react like similar to like how they responded with the X in preparation and the S in preparation for the Pro being released. Remember they're what they showed at E3. They talked about VR, coming to the thing to decide because VR was releasing. That was the hot topic. They definitely adjusted what they presented at E3 on what's coming out. So it depends on what they're going to show regarding hardware. But I do think they're going to do Gears 5, Game Pass, Ori. They already said it. Crackdown, Ori, Gears. And those are going to be the big games. And maybe they sprinkle some Halo. And maybe they end E3 2019 with a confirmation of Fable at E3 2019 saying Fable confirmed. And they open up with Gears 5. And I think But I agree with Merck too with the studio. I don't think those studios are ready to show anything.
Nothing.
Some of them are still working on games that they didn't release yet, for that they had other obligations to, like Obsidian. Like Obsidian's not showing a new game; they're showing their game. Maybe they do have one more E3 presence, but the other studios, they're not ready. Ninja Theory might be the only one that's ready to show something new,
Playground.
And maybe that gets shown at E3. But the other ones,
honestly,
they're not ready.
I think we'll see Ninja Theory. And I think we'll see one more.
Playground.
I honestly don't. I don't see like
who though. Who's ready?
Who? How do we know what dev cycle these people are in?
We don't because the games they release. Like Compulsion just released this game, and working on DLC
we happy
for
few
their
and
game.
undead. Like that's all we know. Like we don't know anything besides that.
But Obsidian has their game, which is multiplat, which they didn't release yet. You think they're making another game for Microsoft right now? Before
I mean, all I'm telling you is, you show a good showing of Halo. You show a good showing of Ninja Theory's game. It don't even have to be a game that, what's it called? The people they bought with Obsidian.
Oh, an Nexus? An Exile? A Nexus?
An Exile.
They're the kind of developer that can turn games around fast.
If they stop making
Like,
that
waste
crowdfunding,
games,
bullshit.
though.
It just works. It just works.
Yeah.
They're little games.
All right,
though.
Meds, what you expect from Xbox in 2019?
I expect them to show, aside from like their, because they're gonna show out with like third party stuff, right? Like besides that, right? Because I think they're gonna come hard with some of that, right? Like they came this past year.
Yeah, I agree with that one. They do.
I think they're gonna bring a little Halo, like a splash, right? Because that's not coming out this year at all. It's coming out next year, right?
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of Gears 5 and Gears Tactics.
Ori,
Cuphead DLC.
Yeah, the games are coming this year.
Yeah. Because I don't expect anything from them in terms of like looking towards the future this year at all. I think they're gonna like stack their chips to like 2020
to compete, really compete against Sony.
And perhaps maybe even like launch like maybe their streaming platform and launch like a box that'll stream it, but like the main console drop it 2021. Because right now, not 2021, 2020 rather.
2020, yeah.
Because like right now, 2019 is not looking like any console's gonna drop, but maybe the streaming one will drop. The Xbox one. I mean, that to me, I don't care about it. But
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this. I'm gonna say in 2019, I think Xbox, from a games perspective, is gonna have a better 2019 than PlayStation. And
here you go. They're coming for you now. They're coming for you now.
Nah, I disagree with that right off the bat.
Because everybody thinks Last of Us not
everybody
thinks Last of Us. Everybody, if Last of Us,
Last of Us is dropping. Last of Us is
Last of Us 2020.
If it does not drop in 2019,
I hope it can drop.
Bro, even if it don't drop, I think Days Gone is gonna be better than.
I look forward to Days Gone, but I think Gears 4 will trump that.
We'll see.
I think if Last of Us was really coming out this year, they would have an E3 because they can literally show the release date.
So the thing is, it's like for example, if Last of Us is not this year,
they're gonna show Last of Us at PSX.
If Last of Us is not this year, then I feel like Xbox will have a better year software. Right? You got Gears 5. You have. I don't care what nobody says. Crackdown 3 will make noise. You got the Cuphead add-on. You got Ori, the new Ori, which is going to get a 90. It's going to get a 90 on Metacritic.
I don't know about
you got Battletoads, which is going to Battletoads makes its return. Microsoft is actually got a lot of decent marketing deals. You got Devil May Cry, which is usually you got Anthem, and they also have there's another game that they have that's
Division 2.
Yeah, so they got like some heavy hitters out the gate that they're partnered with. You're gonna see a lot of Xbox commercials. You're gonna have some Game Pass. Like you're going to have those AA games that we're gonna find out this year that launches into Game Pass. I feel like the xCloud will launch this year, whether it be in console form or service form. I feel like that's gonna be
Android phones.
That's gonna be something that happens this year. But I feel like there's room for like one thing. I know it's a transition.
I think Ninja Theory's game's getting shown. I do. I think that game was made in a time where that's going to be a cross-plat, and they're going to show that game because he literally said in the interview. Well, I think it was with what was the interview he made at E3 that they've been working on their next title since Hellblade. Well, that was like what 2017, 16. Like
Xbox also got that Dying Light 2 marketing too. So just to give you a heads up.
I highly doubt Ninja Theory is being made on the next Xbox's dev kit. I highly doubt.
Maybe it's cross-gen.
That's what I meant. It's cross-gen.
Yeah, just like Last of Us.
That's why I think they're going to promote it. They're going to promote it as Ninja Theory's game, and the next year, you first off, everything's going to be cross. But we ain't PlayStation. Like Xbox's games are going to go to the next one, like 100%. So. Yeah.
Do you think there's going to be like a Scarlet exclusive from one of their studios?
No.
Halo.
I think Halo will.
Well, Halo's going on PC though. Like it's going to be.
It is, but I mean, like as far as console, I don't think that's going to be a cross.
You don't think Halo's going to be playable on the X?
Yeah, it will be.
No.
Absolutely.
It's already announced for
I
Xbox
don't think
One.
it is.
Yeah.
You think they're going to drop Halo Infinite on the
Yes.
X?
If you can't play, if you'll be able to stream.
Okay, all right.
There's been a scenario that I've been thinking. Phil Spencer comes out. He bought studios, right? He's going to say, okay, Ninja Theory or whatever, you guys make a game, but we're just going to be making this game for the next generation console. In everything that Phil Spencer has said about putting more people playing our games, and they're just going to not put anything on the Xbox One,
I don't see that
happening. I can't see them
Yeah, I don't
targeting
see
a
that.
platform that has a zero place.
No, think about it. They haven't talked about that family shit like that in years.
Yeah,
They
and Albert
completely dropped that scenario.
Pinello, before he got fired, he backpedaled from that whole no generations thing.
So you think he's just gonna see? I can't see them taking whatever 45
I
or whatever
think
million, especially with their releasing revisions to the S.
Why the Wii U did it?
Yeah, but Jazz is right. Listen what he's saying.
Nintendo does some fuck shit.
Jazz is right.
Nintendo
a revision to the S comes out this year.
Yeah, and streaming.
And we
and
expect next generation Xbox next year, right? So yeah, no, there's gonna be a.
How do you
You
know?
think that they're just gonna say all these studios? You just make Scarlet bangers, and we leave. We don't put our games in it.
That's how generations work, though.
I'll tell you
but
how
there's
it's
no
gonna work.
generations. It's like the same app that works. S9 phone works on the S8 phone.
I'm gonna explain. You know how you guys said they're gonna release a streaming console? What do you think is gonna happen to what do you think is gonna happen when games are not being made natively for the Xbox One S, for example? What do you think is gonna happen with that box?
It turns into a streaming weight.
That's gonna
be a heavy ass streaming box. Heavy ass streaming box.
It's gonna be a streaming box.
But what's it going to stream if there's no new content for it? If everything's being made just for Scarlet, what is the S going to stream?
That Scarlet game that won't run natively. It would stream those Scarlet games that don't work on your console.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, they're not just going to make a game for Scarlet. It's going to be everywhere. Like, they're not just
making games for Scarlet, and you can stream that content.
Exactly. You'll be able to stream the content. Yeah, right.
So,
that's where I think, like,
but how can you stream the content when the servers are based off of S's?
Oh, that's what they said. I don't know. I'm just speculating on what I think.
That means that they have to have Scarlet streaming.
That whole, if you want to get tight, I really and honestly think, I don't think they've not come out. They haven't come out openly and said what that xCloud shit is, but I honestly think that's just going to be a box that plays Game Pass games. Like, I honestly 100% believe that it's going to be like a $150 box that you can stream Game Pass games with.
Well, no, they had the whole trading thing where you give your disc in.
Yeah, I'm with you, but not 150.
No. They said you would be able to play your Xbox library.
I'm curious. We should find out a lot more at E3 about this, because I feel like all these damn code names and all these damn consoles, you got to ask yourself. You got to think about, like, all right, how many next generation consoles, how many streaming consoles, and then what's up with the Xbox One S and Xbox One X? I mean, is it just going to phase out? Like,
well, regardless of how you guys feel about the dude, Jez Corden was on ILP he was in the podcast, and we asked him. He asked him. He said, "Where do you think the X and the S are going to be in 2 years from now?" That man said, "Irrelevant." Regardless how you feel about that dude, he's got inside information.
Yeah.
Well, it's like I said, they haven't talked about that family shit in years. So they haven't brought it up.
Drop the family.
I think that was the old thing. I don't think that was never Phil's way. He didn't want to do that. He wants you to be able to stream the stuff for that low entry. He wants you to be able to play, that middle entry, and then he wants you, if you really want to go extra, you can buy that high entry, like the X version on that side. That's why there's 3 platforms coming out. That streaming entry, that S, and then that X of next generation.
But they all do. Yeah, see, the thing is though, like, he will say, like, the Scarlet family. That's why there's a Scarlet and a high entry. That's what he's too. So that's the family or whatever that they're going to make games just for that, and they won't put it on any ones.
We gotta see.
But it'll be on PC though. It'll be on PC, and it may be streamed. Like, I'm just saying, like, because the real key here for next generation is that if Microsoft has these guys making Scarlet games and not available, then that will entice people to upgrade to next generation. But if those games are available elsewhere, it is going to be a very slow migration to next generation. And if Sony comes out and says, yo, 4 is done, here we go with 5, and these are just PlayStation 5 games, there's going to be a quicker uptake in the next generation with Sony, and Microsoft's going to be a slow burn, and Sony's is going to sell the 5, which is going to create the same situation that they're in with the higher mind share going to Sony again. So Microsoft has to know if they're going to do the cell phone model, it's going to be a real challenge to get people to continue to upgrade. They think that these Xboxes, like mids, are you going to go buy the Scarlet that comes out next year with the X? And your games on PC, though. And your games on PC. Like, I don't know. Like, it's really, especially things like $5-6. They're not these graphics cards prices. But it's going to be tough. So I don't know. I really wonder if they're going to do Scarlet ones. I really hope E3 2019. My hope is Phil comes out and goes, I was fucking with everybody. I hope he does that. It just says, fuck play, fuck it. We're just doing Scarlet. Here it is.
I think when it comes to the accessories, I think they've locked down the accessories they want. I do think those are you can take those to any generation.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, accessories, I think would carry.
But Jay, like, he didn't say that with, like, regardless how you feel about the dude, he's came out openly. He's the one that leaked the all access shit. Remember?
Yeah. No, I trust Jez Corden. Like, I
said irrelevant. He didn't even hesitate. Kid, tell me how quick he did that shit. He didn't even hesitate.
I heard it.
He was like irrelevant.
That S has to go, man, because that is legacy technology, and those. That's why I definitely see them adding a next generation lower end console, like to try to get rid of, like, almost as powerful as the X, but a little bit, like, just to say here's the next platform, But those S's, I can't believe they kill making revisions to them. Hopefully they get rid of the ES RAM and maybe they run better because the X got rid of it.
Yeah.
But
I don't know, man.
I don't know, man. I don't know. They're making revisions. They got
speculation.
I'm confused. It's hard. Microsoft is hard to read.
It's so much harder.
So we'll see. But at the end,
it's gonna be a crazy ride.
At the end of the day, I'm looking forward to it.
And their messaging
has to run away, baby.
That's the thing. Their messaging of all this stuff. With all this shit going on, streaming boxes, they got to get their messaging on point. Because if they fluster and just say it's options and just throw it out there to die, it's going to die. They got to sell it, and they got to be on top of it. Inside Xbox has to get a revamp. That thing has to be like hitting those topics. It can't be this lackluster Major Nelson, a fucking tutu and shit. They got to actually have, like, be serious and have the messaging clear as day. With all the service stuff, because
give you a heads up, with all the stuff that's being rumored, this is why the leaks and code names is hard to get a read on, because it's like, damn, that's all how are they gonna deliver all that, and we're just gonna have to really wait and see, because I believe when they said, they don't want to leave anybody behind. I feel like there's not gonna be a cutoff immediately. I don't think there's gonna be a cutoff for like another 2-3 years, especially with the X, because I feel like the X is
still in its infancy.
Yeah, I don't think that, so when Jez did say he think it's gonna be extinct or irrelevant, when I asked that question, I was just like, really? That kind of hurt my soul a little bit.
I know, right? It's gonna hurt a lot of people. It's not gonna be good, especially.
I think he's right too. So it is what it is.
But we'll see. But that's pretty much all we got for you guys today for episode 69 Planet Xbox. Hope you guys enjoyed the first show of the new year.
Yep.
We got a lot to do. There will be more Planet Xbox streams now that Mez has an Xbox and Jez, he had
trying to fit. I'm gonna try to fix mine. I'll see if I get it.
You're not gonna upgrade.
My last remaining Xbox, the Donnie D box. It just did its power on and power off over the break.
Is it the power supply?
Man.
I don't know. I might order. I'm gonna try to order a power supply off and see if that works.
Why would you do that? There's an Xbox One X floating in
because I would like to trade this in if I could get. And then
get the X.
Give it away for that one. Give away like $50 for that one.
I know they get like $50.
Which is a prime.
There you go.
My hand back so far back.
$50. God damn.
I don't know if they give shit for that. They'll probably take me in the back and kick me in the balls for bringing that thing. That's what probably they do.
All right, let's go with the outros. We're gonna start with Alex PSX.
All right, guys. Thank you for having me on. It's been a blessing to be on here. It's been an amazing show, and I just can't wait for the future of Xbox and what they bring.
You gotta send me that Xbox onesie.
Man, that's a collectible.
And Meds.
Hey, thanks for stopping by, everybody. I got more achievements than Kid Smooth got last month. Addict 2, I don't know, man. I think they frauding out here. Stay tuned on Twitter at @therealmeds_, and follow me. And I'm playing games and beating games because that's what we do as gamers, right?
That's what's up. That's what's up. Grinds my gears.
Yo, Grinds My Gears, Jez7780. Follow me over on Twitter or over on my YouTube. And yeah, I'm glad 2019 is going to be crazy. I said it on my Grinds My Gears show. Next generation is going to be a shitstorm. It is going to be crazy. It's going to be hardware. It's going to play on phones. It's going to be chaos. And whoever has the clearest, simplest messaging and knows how to sell it is gonna do well. So that's why Microsoft has to get all the ducks in a line and not do 2013 over again. But anyway, yeah, follow me over there.
All right, Merc.
Yo, Merc305, another great show. You know where to find me. Find me over on Twitter, Merc305 Gaming, Merc305 on YouTube, and on Xbox. Shoot me a friend request. We'll be playing them games on the God Box. And you already know, man, Rockstar over Naughty Dog. Hold that L.
And
one question: did anybody do the Switch with Smash or anything?
Nope.
Anybody Smash?
Yeah, I played it.
I played a little bit of it. It's kind of sad.
No.
I'm playing. It's good. I'm playing.
All I gotta say is that game in the competitive scene, I don't know how the hell this shit's. I got killed so many times by the friggin' level itself. I'm like, yo, the level's shooting at me and stuff like that. Like, it's chaotic. But yeah, anyway, I unlocked all the characters. It's pretty cool. It's cool. It's just a mashup.
All right, we'll give a shout out to Gregory, Naeem, Desmond, Will, Marcus, Kareen, Harold, for all those who joined in via Facebook. Also want to give a shout out to the Iron Lords podcast and the Iron Lords Game Network, Boss Moves, Demigod Reviews, shoot, a lot of the names. Benji, Chris Righteous, all of you who've joined us today. If I didn't say your name, I'm still shouting you out anyway.
Demigod.
Oh,
there you go.
But Aaron Johnson, all of you guys, thanks for tuning in for episode 69. As always,
Pink Floyd,
yeah. Chef Tame.
Yeah.
As always, though, Xbox is the best box. I am the best bot. Good night or good morning if you're on the other side of the globe. We're out of here. Peace.
Peace.
Peace, man.
Peace out.